All right. This is microphone check 1, 2. I just wanted to make sure everything was cool. Let me see. Yeah, everything looks good on my side. Looks like the microphoning. So yeah. Yeah. Let me just check my audio. Yep, looks good over here. And we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start off with one of my favorite YouTubers, Pretty Black Misha. She's gonna break down I'm gonna break down what she's breaking down about how these brothers out here, some of these brothers be you know, let's just put it this way. I'm trying to say this in a way that won't be too I'll let you figure it out. Here we go.
About this here. Um, we have all seen these type of stories before. I have had this happen to me many times. When Miss Ann is, in the room, Tyrone will do anything and everything to bow down to her, to go out of his way to say, "See, I'm on your side. Forget the black woman. I'll defend you no matter what." And this is why when I see Daquan, Raekwon, Shaquan hanging from these trees like Christmas ornaments, I just shrug my shoulders and say, "Well, what do you want me to do about it? Hmm? You want me to go down there to Mississippi, Ohio, North Carolina and do something?" Well, I feel like they should tell their preferences about what's going on because it's their men that are doing these things to these kings. But when something is going on with the black woman, well, we don't have anybody to come to our defense. We never have, never did, never will. And you can go all throughout history and you will see they have never had a history of defending us. So, story time. I hate when Tyrone bullies black women on behalf of Miss Anne. So, let's watch this right quick.
I hate when black men try to bully black women on behalf of a white woman because I was downstairs in the gym in my building and I seen there was only two people in there. It was a black guy on the row machine and a white girl. She's running on the treadmill. So I started stretching in the area where the black guy was because I wanted to use the row machine, but he was still on it. So I decided to go all the way to the back of the gym and start stepping on the Stairmaster. So I'm really getting my steps in, but I still keep eyeing the black guy on the row machine. So I keep stepping, but then I see him gearing up and he going and wiping the row machine down. But I still had 10 minutes left on the Stairmaster. So I decided, you know what, let me just finish it 10 minutes out. I'm going to get on it after. So he exits the gym and the white girl exits the gym and they're talking in front of the freaking water fountain that's in front of the gym. So I finish my 10 minutes. I go get some water, go back in the gym, and I go sit down on the row machine. I have my music blasting. I go and I adjust the weights. And right when I try to pull down the little lat for the row machine, he comes in and he grabs it. He was like he just keeps holding on to it. So I take my earbud out and I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, she was next. I was like, well, I'm going to be really quick. And he was like, yeah, but she was next. I wiped it down specifically for her. So, she was next. You don't have to get up.
Damn. I mean, when you're in a small gym, it sounds like that they were like they live in the apartment building and the building has a gym in it. Basically, it's first come first serve. It's just too bad.
I just stand up and I'm realizing that this man is only 3 inches taller than me and I'm only 4'11". So I'm like, all right, punch up, you got it. So then as I'm getting my stuff together and everything, he says really loudly to her, yeah, she kept staring at me like she was my type. So I'm like, oh,
wow.
Play that game. I don't know what you thought you seen, but I am a white woman. So I go downstairs crying to the security guard. And I was like, this guy was just like super aggressive and he just kicked me out the gym, just crying. Can't even get the words out. Boo-hoo crying to the security guard. So he's like, what? I was like, can you check the camera? It's like, I'm just too scared to like even approach him. I'm scared that he's going to hit me. So I just boo-hoo cried down to the security guard. So he goes, he checks the film in the gym and he sees the whole incident happen. So he was like, oh, what the heck? So he goes upstairs and starts stepping on my behalf. So then the guy in the gym tried to act like it was nothing, but the security guard was like, no, we all live here and that's not the rules of the gym. We don't treat nobody like that. Boom. I finish my workout. I go back upstairs. Why I get a call from the leasing office and they were like, yeah, we're so sorry this happened. We told him he's banned from the gym for a month and we're going to take something off your rent. So we're going to make sure that we get those details from you in the morning.
Dang. I love that smile.
That smile in the end is priceless.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you learn? Yeah. What did you learn?
Yeah. And it's funny to me because that's why I have less respect for a lot of the men in the black manosphere because when Pearly came around here. They were talking some hard shiznit about black women. Those dudes were like, and if you've seen Just Pearly things, she ain't, I'm sorry, she's not attractive on anybody's standard. So for those dudes to go in and protect her and do all that kind of stuff, and this young lady right here is just seeing it at, basically, at a micro level of one person. But there's millions of black men that are online right now using white women to disrespect black women. They're using them like a tool. It's crazy to me. Let's keep it going though. This is Pretty Black Misha. You can see the rest of it if you like over on her channel. Definitely check it out. Let's get into Chris Brown.
100 million.
So here he is. I'm just going to use his photo. Basically, Chris Brown sued Warner Brothers $500 million. And lo and behold, he lost. I'm not sure how far his case got, but they probably spent $1 million, Warner Brothers did, just to make sure they wouldn't get sued. Or if they did, they'd be covered. So the reason why Chris Brown sued is because they made a video about how he was a monster. And he's a monster. There's no other way to get around it. He's a monster. So basically what happened is that he sued. So he sued, Warner Brothers for $500 million. It probably didn't get very far because it's like, bro, I predict it probably got as far as, what do they call it? The reply. They probably Warner Brothers probably spent $1 million and dropped in, like they call it what is that shit called? It's a motion to dismiss. And he was done because they were like, bro, what's not true here? Is that you beating on Rihanna? Okay, that was in there. Okay. How about Carucci? That was in there. Okay. How about these other people? Well, there's video, bro. There's video. So, what's up, bro? He should be lucky he is not in prison right now, quite honestly. Because he's even done, I know you guys are probably going, oh, the Rihanna thing, that's 15, 20 years ago. Bro, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, he's done stuff recently. He's been a monster recently. Just a year ago, like he beat up somebody. I mean, how recent does he have to do violent acts for you to find it relevant that he is a violent man? But damn talented. Damn talented, but I'll tell you one thing, there are guys in prison who have done less than he has. That just goes to show you how far talent will get you. Talent will keep you out of jail. It will. But guess what? Tank Davis. Let me bring up Tank Davis. I don't know how I missed Tank. But maybe I got him at the bottom here. Yeah, Tank. Tank Davis right here. Yep. Remember him? I put him in the Hands and Feet Club last year. He's still in it.
Yeah, a warrant has been issued for boxing champion Gervonta Davis. They are trying to tank. The warrant has been issued, including charges on false imprisonment, battery, and attempted kidnapping. Miami Gardens police held a news conference, and they are actively working with U.S. Marshals to find him. The incident took place.
Shout out to Lady Rindy in the house. Lady Rindy in the house. Good seeing you.
October 27th at a gentleman's club in Miami Gardens where his ex-girlfriend Courtney Russell worked. She is the one who filed the lawsuit.
Notice she said the word ex. So even after, they broke up, he and men like him still feel like they own these women enough to continue to assault them.
Alleges that he entered the club and attacked her in a back room of the club where they didn't have any cameras. He allegedly grabbed her by the back of the head, pulling her with one hand.
And you gotta believe it because he did that. He did that at a basketball court too.
Holding her throat with another as he forcefully drags her through a stairwell, kitchen, and the back exit before physically assaulting her in the parking garage. He eventually released her to her co-workers and she suffered bruises on her left arm. Police say that they reviewed surveillance footage and it corroborates with her story. That man is a boxing champion, a scary one at that. He don't have no business putting his hands on women. He does.
Exactly. I mean, to me, right, quite honestly, it's bad enough when a man does it, but when a man who's trained to knock people out, yeah, that's messed up.
Davis has officially been issued an arrest warrant in the city of Miami Gardens. Tank Davis is a wanted man. Officials with the Miami Gardens Police Department announced that they are searching for the boxer in connection with an alleged domestic violence incident that occurred in October of 2025. This is the incident that caused Jake Paul to cancel his mega fight with Gervonta Tank Davis because, Jake Paul got the heads up about what happened in the strip club where Gervonta Tank Davis crashed out on his girlfriend, okay? So a press conference was...
It's there you go. I mean, so see, this is what the manosphere should be working on. Our dudes like this. Getting them the right kind of help. But they don't do that. They don't do that. That's why the manosphere is full of shit to me. Because you don't hear any of them, trying to do an intervention or trying to say that, oh yeah, Tank Davis should get therapy or help, because obviously you should. If you're putting hands on people, then obviously, yes, you should get therapy. They said that about the runner. Remember, I forgot the runner's name. Sharika. Yeah. Remember the runner? They were telling her to get therapy. They were telling her that she should be held responsible. I've heard shit about Tank Davis in the red pill community. You see how that hypocrisy works? Works just like that. Let me keep it going. Here we go. This is him. See, and you might say, well, it's his word against her word. She did. This is him right here assaulting this woman. It might be the same one, but assaulting a woman again at a basketball game. Watch. And what's sad is, look at how those dudes are not even, they're protecting him, not her. That's crazy to me. That's where we are now. And so, fellas, if a woman, online, because ladies, you don't want to do it in person. These guys have a bad temper. If these, the women online tell you you're on that bussy mode, that's why, because you protect men more than you protect women. That's why. Can everybody see what's going on? Can you see? I can see it here. I just want to double check. Here we go. See? Look at that. I thought men were supposed to bring peace, not chaos. Look at that. Oh, well, he was a good boxer. This is my thing for old Tank Davis. This is my idea. Tank Davis, let's see. Let me see if we can see this here. Can you guys see the screen okay? It's on the biggest screen I got. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty damn big. If you can see that screen, put a 1 in the chat. But yeah, old Tank Davis doing, and that's funny thing. And it's the funniest thing, Deontay, it's good seeing you. Tevin, it's good seeing you too. And that's the craziest thing is like, do these dudes in the manosphere see what these dudes do in real life? That's why it's funny to me when I go there and I see them say, oh yeah, let's hold women accountable. Shit, y'all don't hold each other accountable. Why hold women accountable if you can't even hold yourselves accountable? Unless this is acceptable behavior. Let's keep it going. Wait, hold on one second here. What's going on here? Oh, okay. That was at the bottom. That's why. Yeah, Chris Brown loses $500 million. I think I dropped the link pretty earlier today. Anyway, let's break this down. Here we go.
Let's talk about Keke Palmer and Blueface. And I got Joe Budden in the mix too, because he had something to say about Keke and Blueface hooking up. However, he has no business saying shit about anybody. So I think it was the end of December, a few weeks ago, that Keke and Blueface got in the studio together and I guess made a song, attempted to. I don't know what they was doing, but it was a lot of flirting and Keke and Kakan going on. And it was just a strange combination. Keke, you would never think she would be seen with somebody like Blueface. That's just.
We wish that was the point. I agree with you, spiritual whistleblower. I think it's not. I think, quite honestly, spiritual whistleblower. It's not that we don't think we're surprised, because unfortunately, I don't think we are. What it is that we would have thought that it would have been wise for her not to get her ex dude's twin. Both two violent men who don't care anything about women, both of them. So I don't know why Keke ended up doing the same thing. She shouldn't be in the same room with Blueface. And that's the one thing that it really gets my goat. It's like, that dude's a monster, Keke. I don't see, he should really still be in prison. So what's the deal? And then oh man, it gets really complicated when you see old Joe Budden in here. I'll let spiritual whistleblower break down though. Here we go.
It's my opinion. So Joe Budden called her out for it. He was like, and this is not the exact words verbatim, I'm just paraphrasing, but he called Keke out, for being a hypocrite. Cause it's like, how are you anti, domestic violence, anti, abuse, but you up here hanging out with Blueface? Right. Joe is right, because it is quite hypocritical. We know that Keke had these allegations against Trey Songz for being inappropriate and aggressive at, I think it was a pool party.
Yeah, and she was right to call him out. But Lady Rindy hits it perfectly. Keke is weird and defends abusers, even her own. Exactly. It's a painful trend.
Remember the exact event. It was a place where there was a Yeah, it was a party, I believe, and
Yeah.
she said he had gotten aggressive or whatever, and nobody believed her. You know, when you're a victim of domestic violence, most of the time people are going to believe the man over the woman. That's just how it is. It's
Yep.
unfair. But you know, when the truth comes out, the dude is actually an abuser. And
Right.
I've heard multiple stories about Trey Songz, allegedly. And I can't wait till he has his R. Kelly moment.
Exactly. His R. Kelly or Diddy moment. R. Kelly, Diddy, or Chris Brown moment where he's on TV. Actually, I think they are working on it. I want to say that they're working on it. Here we go.
You know, God sees everything. And you know, the word in the streets is he puts his hands on women. He's a horrible human being towards women. And we know what that's about. That's DL behavior. So his time will come. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna end up locked up or something. Somebody gonna fuck him up, or he's gonna end up in prison, you know, but he's got to answer to that karmic debt of putting his hands on women. But Kiki had these allegations towards Trey Songz. And then I guess not too long after that, she had gotten pregnant, and we know her baby father put hands on her. Aggressive, sociopathic, toxic, abusive baby daddy.
Yep.
So she has this string of run-ins with abusive men. And again, she has spoken out, you know, to protest DV. I'm trying to see if she spoke out.
I know she's aware. She speaks out against it, and then the problem is this: Kiki speaks out against it, but then she, in real life, supports it. If that makes sense to you, by even being in the same room with abuser Blueface, who manipulates and abuses women, and seemingly defending even the man who put hands on her. In real life, it's fucked up. It is. It really is.
There was another incident with another celebrity, a female, that went through something similar, and Kiki had came to her aid. I cannot think of the person, but you know, she was supposed to be pro woman, pro
Yeah, so anyway, let's go on to Joe. Joe's a monster too. Joe caused a woman to have a stillborn child. Nobody really talks about it, but I actually did a video on it, a live stream on him. It wasn't like just him. It was mixed in with some other stuff, and maybe I should break it out again. But yeah, old Joe, he sat on some woman's stomach that was pregnant with his child, and put enough pressure that it because he was beating her up. He was sitting on her chest, and he claimed that he was sitting on her chest. Don't ask me why. And basically was trying to hold her down, because his excuse was she threw his laptop. So an inanimate object, he literally killed his own child. By mathematical admission, because he admits sitting right below her chest or her breast, right? And he says, I didn't sit on her stomach. I didn't sit on her stomach. And then I remember Charlemagne saying, well, what's right below her chest? Her stomach. So mathematically, he literally sat on his own baby and deleted a black male baby. That's how most black male babies get their demise. It's when babies are when infants are infants, they either black men you either abuse the carrier. I should say red pill black men, because good black men wouldn't do that. You either delete the carrier, or you get somehow find some way of deleting the baby, even if it's like what Sharon Moore did, is have a plan B delivered. I said, well, that Sid is in the house. Good seeing you. Here we go.
Domestic violence, against domestic violence and all that, after everything she had been through with Trey Songz and her baby father. So now we're like, what the fuck is this, Kiki? Why is you, out of all people, in the fucking studio with Blueface?
Right.
Have we not forgotten that Blueface has zero respect for women? He's aggressive. He's abusive. Did you see what he put, his baby mothers, Krishan and Jaden? Like, do you see how he treats women? What the fuck is you doing in the studio with him?
No, you really, quite honestly, Blueface loves DDG more, and this is not an example. I mean, an exaggeration. He loves DDG more than he does his baby mothers, both of them put together. You don't believe me? Go see that video where he's saying he's professing his love to DDG. I kid you not. There are some men that just grow up hating women and loving men. And that's just the way it is. If you watch with plain eyes, you'll see it. Yeah, Cyber Dreams nailed it. Kiki only speaks out for Kiki. No, not others. Bars. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Cam Newton is a predator. He is a narcissist. And I'm going to use this interview he just did with Lady London to explain to y'all how all narcissistic men operate when they are preying on potential victims. I also believe that he is looking to replace Jazzy. Jazzy is a pick-me, and narcissistic men do not choose pick-me women as the primary wife position. Pick-me women serve to be like back burner women, side chicks, women that they can call on for last minute sex, last minute. Like I said, they're back burner placeholder women with low self-esteem. So a narcissist wants a very strong woman to be the main character in his life because she presents a challenge to him. Narcissists are sadistic, so he will take great pleasure in breaking this strong woman down. The pick-me is a weak woman. He would never choose the pick-me in the top position. Now he will have a baby. He'll get a pick-me woman pregnant to ensure that he can keep using her repeatedly because he knows she won't turn him down ever.
Exactly. And with that, let's go into the Cam Newton.
What's happening to Cam Newton on his podcast is the saddest story in media. He's literally a laughingstock now on his own podcast. He's the new method for any woman looking to go viral. Go on Cam Newton podcast and humiliate him. All the reviews from the latest episode of his podcast.
I mean, the thing is that Lady London wasn't even trying to shame him. He did it to himself.
He interviewed a rapper called Lady London. Tells you everything you need to know about the current state of Cam Newton. Is literally straight women and gay men who are literally celebrating the fact that this woman came on the podcast and humiliated Cam Newton and made him look dumb. One person says, this episode was great if you want to watch intelligence versus someone who thinks they're intelligent. Them girls be intellectually rocking his eye, and you know he bring them on there expecting the opposite. One person says, you can see it in her face when he confirms that he is in fact a loser and a dummy. Cam got the worst show ever. It's just a bunch of episodes of him being wrong. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I want to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting. This new episode with Lady London was particularly worse than the other episodes that Cam got humiliated in, which we'll also review in this video.
Yeah,
but for
this is the funny thing. A lot of these female rappers are freaking smart. I mean, they are like college educated, sharp, intelligent, genuinely intelligent women. And it's really weird when the whole rap game is filled with men. It's like 90% men, 10% women. Yeah, Lady London exposed him for the idiot Cam is. Yep.
For this particular episode, it felt like Cam had this schoolboy crush on Lady London, and it felt like the entire podcast was him trying to prove to her that he was intelligent and he was smart and he was right for her. He was trying to impress her the entire podcast, which just made her dunking on him even that much worse. And she was dunking on him in like a nice and condescending way the entire pod.
Check your time, Miss Lady London.
Absolutely. And my mentor is DJ Clark Kent, who was right hand to Jay-Z. So I'm sure there was something in that.
Is that grammatically correct, Miss Lady London, or just Lady London?
I like the
What the hell? See,
miss. Be a Southern gentleman about it. I appreciate it.
At all times. Now, how do we find a way to put an R in that miss?
Oh, no.
So you just... When I look back at this,
what does he care? He's made it clear by his actions that he's not trying to make anybody a missus. He has women. He has a woman that has 4 of his children, and he didn't make her a missus. See, this is the funny thing that I find with these red pill men. And yes, fellas, you can champion Cam as a red pill man because this is how y'all think. Hypocritically. Literally has a woman with 4 of his children at home, not necessarily his home, and other women with his kids. But he's asking this woman, oh, so how does somebody make you a missus? And then when she says, nah, he then tries to kind of like roast her. And it's crazy to me because, bro, why would you even put yourself in a situation where marriage is even brought up? Because you're a horrible, disgusting example of the opposite of marriage. You literally made 3 or 4 broken homes. Whether or not everybody agrees with what Dr. Bryant was saying, it's fucking true. You literally, like a lot of men, made multiple homes. You made multiple homes. So for you to even start to even criticize her about marriage is beyond hypocritical.
I would be like, bro, I was really on one today, dog. It must be this espresso, not espresso, since you wanted it. As we end things here on Funky Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Cameron Newton.
I honestly didn't know Cam was not that literate. I really didn't. And quite honestly, watch. She doesn't have to do anything. He's doing all the work. That's why, fellas, do not be mad at Lady London. Do not be mad at her. It's not her fault. He showed his ASS. Lady Rindy says, Cam knows he isn't marrying anyone. Yeah, exactly. Why is he shaming women about something he'll never do? Right, it bars.
And hit up Corey Holcomb before you do another interview with a woman.
You don't want to talk about Corey Holcomb, bro. We'll get there. We're going to get there.
To prepare you for the battlefield. Kim isn't even understanding it's a battlefield. Women have noticed.
And see, this is this dude's Poetic Flacco's. He's got this soft delivery of misogyny. He's not like direct, but he has to understand this has nothing to do with women and only has to do with Cam. No, it does not have to be a battlefield. If you think of relationships as a battlefield, then you're a misogynist as a dude. You just do. Relationships are supposed to be the opposite. This is not a woman she didn't come on his show to insult him because she wants to be asked back because he's got a pretty big platform. So no, she's not. Nobody comes on to Cam's show to insult Cam. Cam does it to himself. Even remember when he brought in forgot the brother's name, but Cam wanted to do a gang sign, and the brother said he couldn't do it. Cam was like mad, but he has to understand that people are not. I mean, but basically but let's keep it going.
Careers are being jump-started by humiliating you and outwitting you on your own pod. They watch Dr.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is this the only thing that is dense, I feel, about Poetic Flacco is he's still trying to give Cam credit for being manipulated when he's just not that smart. He's just people can dummy. They literally have to go on. What Poetic Flacco is asking for is everybody to go on his show and dummy yourself down so you don't insult Cam. For some reason, Flacco is trying to make it sound like these people are purposely insulting Cam instead of it just simply being Cam making a fool out of himself.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, she jump-started her career off of humiliating Cam Newton in that viral clip.
Yeah, and then he stalked her for literally a year after that, having dudes come on, and including that rat, Corey Holcomb, talking smack. So, he tried to get his back. Try everybody. Oh yeah, Dr. Brand, she's fake. All that kind of crap. Oh, we're getting into it tonight. We're talking about cloud chasers tonight. Here we go.
Natalie Nunn, she jump-started her career off of humiliating Cam Newton this week. So women are coming up there with that intent. So Cam is going into this head over heels, fawning over her, falling for her, trying to back her, trying to win over her validation, which just makes it all that easier for her to crush him and humiliate him.
I'm a businessman, and I do not play about my empire. I really don't. And if it comes in question where a person, place, or thing, that's a noun, challenges that, then I got to delete myself.
Got it.
From that situation. I'm really giving.
Well, he does a good job deleting himself from being a husband, that's for sure.
So much wordplay here. Like, I don't know. Hopefully the person can appreciate that. Like,
this is the face of a woman who knows Cam is making an absolute fool out of himself without her having to even do much. This is a college-educated woman in a STEM field that Cam Newton felt the need to clarify that person, place, or thing is a noun. You could kind of see her face. She was a little irritated by that, just a little bit. All right. So she went out of her way to humiliate and show Cam that he's actually pretty dumb and he's actually really bad with words and he don't have good wordplay.
Let's try this one more time since it was so melodic.
How do you tell a rapper about wordplay? How do you tell a rapper, an intelligent one at that? How do you tell a rapper about wordplay? That's basically rap 101. And so he's trying to be, it's like, never mind, let me go.
Melodoic?
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
Yeah.
Look at the look on her face, bro. Kim has to be autistic. He has an inability.
Let me pull the look at her face. She's like, this brother is dumb. You know something? Let me. I think since everybody's here early, let me go ahead and drop the link. But yeah, I mean, y'all want in on this? Y'all want in? I dropped the link. And the thing is, you cannot say anything. She is not over talking him. She is not being loud. She is not interrupting him. She is letting him do all the talking. But her expressions are just, they're.
To read body language or social cues. It's probably not his fault. He probably does have an issue in that regard. He can't read social cues because no way you are reading this social cue and thinking, oh yeah, I'm macking. Oh, she fell at me. No, she's looking at you like this dude is an idiot, man.
Since it was so melancholy, like this is where that niggertree wants to come out. But I'm trying to.
What is he talking about?
Okay, let's do it.
When I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say what?
She figured came out really early. Everybody watching that podcast figured it came out really early. I knew what type of person Cam was, man, when Cam called satire an SAT word.
I'm excited because I wouldn't even say very few times, but like there's in this climate that we're in, to really appreciate the creativity, to be able to appreciate the wordsmith, to be able to appreciate nouns, verbs, similes, metaphors, and all forms of satire. SAT word, look it up. Ha! Yes!
Cam reminds me of a jailhouse lawyer. He's never been to jail. But you know those dudes who go to prison for 10 years and they go to the law library and they are somehow able to upgrade their reading level to an 8th grade level, but they come out thinking they're on a doctoral level.
You're giving Cam a lot
That's
of
what Cam reminds me
bro.
of, bro. Like that stupid gang member and that stupid hood dude who is really dumb, like super dumb. But because, you know, they're able to read at an 8th grade level and all their homies around them can only read at a 3rd grade level, because the average street dude can probably read at like a 2nd or 3rd grade level. And that's not me trying to be, you know, mean or something. That's just a fact, right? You know, the average street dude goes to prison with a 3rd grade reading level. So he can finally read at an 8th grade level. So now he thinks he's smarter than everybody else.
I'm fast forwarding to the clip.
And do that. If I want to go preppy, I've shown that.
Stupid. But all that happened was he began to look even more dumb.
If I want to go urban, I can do that. If I want to go preppy, I've shown that. If I want to wear jerseys, I can do that too. I just want people to not be able to like, man, he don't. No, that's not me.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, word.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well,
I gotta play that one over.
He began to look even.
I want to go preppy. I've shown that. If I want to wear jerseys, I can do that too. I just want people to not be able to like, man, he don't. No, that's not me.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, word.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the in because
I mean, there's nothing you can do with that. There's just nothing you could do. I mean, she's not trying to show off on him or anything like that. It's just, these are two black people on TV. It would be embarrassing if somebody just kind of let that eclectic slide. One more time, then I'll keep it going. I promise to let it play after this.
To not be able to like, man, he don't. No, that's not me.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, word.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well,
E.
the heavy on the N because
There's no N in it.
no. It's my word.
So Cam is trying. So
Fast forward. Here we go.
Got it. Sure word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
NCLECTA.
Cam, you would have been better off just saying, "Oh, thank you, thank
Shout out to New Dawn in the house. New Dawn for you is in the house. I mean, come
you
on.
for correcting me. I didn't know it was spelled."
I mean,
spelled with-
exactly. I mean, the thing about this, Cyber, is like the N is like nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen. It's like nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen. Look, don't get mad at the young lady. She look.
Would eclectic be spelled NCLECTA? Where did the tick sounds come from? Where did it come from? Yo, Cam, bro, you should be ashamed of yourself, man.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
You see where I was going?
Let that
Yeah.
be.
You see where I was going.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I learned a new word. We got to hit up Webster.
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Cam then goes on a diatribe about how Webster can't tell him how to pronounce.
Thanksgiving morals that I have.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Okay. I'm picking up what you put down.
Please, because I'm crushing it right now.
Are you?
Webster and Oxford, like, they don't eat what I eat in Thanksgiving.
Got
That
it.
smell ain't the same. They may be around cousins and aunties, but they feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
She's talking.
Remember when I don't know, this you may have seen it a long time ago when Living Color was out. There used to be this skit they did. I want to say it was Marlon. No, it was the main Wayans, the oldest Wayans. He did where he would go and to the particular blah 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 blah, and he was trying to act. Wait, let me see if I can bring it up. That's what I think Cam is trying to do. Let me bring it up. Give me 1 second here. Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Legally repressing my buzzitude, I've retracted my gonads with gigantic proportions. And the signing of the prohibition, you see, defecates the fluids of detention between the essence of the Euro intercourse.
Is that Cam or what? Let's go back to Cam. Let's go back to Cam. Let's go back to Cam. Here we go.
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, but you just use people that don't have Thanksgiving morals that I have.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Okay. I'm picking.
Why is he doing that?
AT&T allows you to reach out and touch someone.
Between the essence of the Euro intercourse, you see.
AT&T allows you to reach out.
Back to Cam.
Morals that I have.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Okay. I'm picking up what you put down.
Please, because I'm crushing it right now.
Are you?
Webster and Oxford, like, They don't eat what I eat in Thanksgiving.
Got
That
it.
smell ain't the same. They may be around cousins and aunties, but they feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Out and touch someone.
Because I believe it was Homo erectus that said to expose the hemorrhoidal ramification would merely delineate the colonic orifice, thereby separating the gluteus from the maxis.
I'm just having a bunch of fun up here.
Got it.
She's talking to Cam like the instructor.
Yeah, what are you? What's your sign?
I'm a God. The God that I serve said I'm a direct reflection of him.
Okay. God also illustrated the stars as signs and symbols to paint the image to Abraham. So it's definitely constellations and things like that are talked about in the Bible as well. But we can get into when's your birthday. I can redirect the question.
Okay, every day is my birthday.
Okay. Fabulous. Love that.
Now, remember now, she is probably about 15 years younger than him. And she is the mature one in the room.
Yeah. Like there's like a part of me that's like Kanye West, and then there's also a part of me that like TD Jakes. And I'm just trying to ask your question. I'm sorry, it's just May 11th, 1989. I was born on a Sunday, Mother's Day. I am my mom's favorite son. She would never admit it, but I think that to be true.
Homo was very deep, but you seem to masticate the proclamation, my brother. Okay. Because the gastrointestinal phlebitis prostigates the crustacean of the colostomy. Oh, go ahead. If that's your bad. Right. And further hindereth the pyorrhea, which has me.
That's the last time. That's the last time. Here we go.
Got it.
She has 2 other sons. That means that vagina was powerful. That was TMI, but needless to say, I'm here today. Grew up in a very loving household. That word and that expression that I use will have gotten me slapped because I grew up in the church. So yeah, that. Let's talk more about you in that list like me.
Shout out to Keith Lamps Fool.
You being a Cancer, what does that have to do with?
We have characteristics of being, I think one.
Cam should have shut this down when Dr. Cheyenne Bryant came on his pod and was condescending to him. And
She was not condescending to him at all. But from a misogynist point of view, I could understand that being the thought pattern.
Embarrassed him. He should have shut it down at the door. Because if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant never got away with it, and if she never, for the most part, was able to jumpstart a career off of...
I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with the guests on his show. He's there to be exposed. That's just what it is. And he does it to himself. He could just ask. The funny thing is why does Cam, let me bring up Cam because we're done with that. Why does Cam, if you've noticed, he's such a narcissist that he doesn't feature the guests. The guests feature him. Think about it. The guests feature him. They're the ones, he's asking them to ask him questions about him. That's how much of a narcissist he is, in my opinion, of course. Here we go.
Flying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are in it.
Okay, let me move this back because this is important.
Him about himself and actually humble him.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with
Actually, he's not. Well,
your presence and knowing you thus far, but these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit.
And then obviously we know what Natalie.
So basically, what you heard was exactly how a therapist talks. Whether you think she's real or not, I don't care. That's on you. But a therapist, in fact, a therapist could be even a little bit more what Flacco is claiming to be condescending, but really isn't. It's just complete truth. He's got 8 kids and 3 with 3 different women. There's nothing you can say good about that for the children. They're not going to get that attention. See, and that's why I think a lot of men don't go to therapists, and especially therapists that are women. If you haven't noticed, Cam has a big problem with therapy-based speakers. Remember when even the gentlemen come on there and criticize Cam for his behavior, which was exactly the same situation why Dr. Bryant criticized him. It would not be a therapist. A therapist could not call themselves a therapist without letting their client know that was some BS, what the game they played on all 3 of those women. So that's how I see a lot of people, they like, for example, Big J, he always says he's not red pill, but he says red pill shit and he does red pill shit. Cam would swear the same thing, that he's not red pill. The one thing that is a qualifier for red pill behavior is misogyny. That's what it is. That's what's good. Like to welcome to the stage. I said what I said.
Hey, what's going on, DJ
What
Torch?
is going on?
You got it. Cam is something else, though. You know, he's really trying to impress this lady, trying to impress Cheyenne. You know, everybody that come to his stage, he put this cool boy, Mac Daddy attitude on, as if he's
Yeah.
all of that. And, you know, you got all these baby mamas and all these kids, but you're not willing
Right.
to commit to anybody. And that's basically what she's explaining to him. You know,
Right.
you're creating all these broken families, but you want to criticize women, you know, in other areas of their lives. Meanwhile, you're destroying lives. You're destroying your kids' life, and you're destroying these women lives. Because I'm pretty sure these women that he's having kids by, some of them have high hopes and really just trying to give him the time of, you know, trying to give him time, because sometimes as women, we do that. You know, we'll wait on a man. You know what I mean? We'll wait for him to get his crap together, or we'll wait for him to make the decision that, you know, he want to choose us or whatever. And let me take me out the equation, and let me not say us, I mean them. Because I ain't waiting on nobody. Trust me when I tell you that. But yeah, that's what he's doing. He's putting these women on the back burner, playing with their mind, their in their hearts. Meanwhile, he's making all these kids. He's getting his tribe together. And I guess
Right.
he's trying to be in competition with Nick. I don't know what he's trying to prove.
Good point. Good point. I mean, and the thing that just gets me is that even this, I don't know who this Poetic Flacco guy is, but for some reason, I guess he's a Cam Newton fan, but he's trying to make it sound like Cam's the victim. Like all of these women are just running on his show so they could diss him. And the bottom line is he's just not a very smart guy, and he's just not a very loyal guy. So there's not much he can do with that, if you know what I mean. I mean, what are the values that really men have in life? He's he's an exceptional football player. Maybe you never know. He might get on a football team next year, But just as a regular guy, as a man, as a ladies' man, he's not a ladies' man. He's a ladies' man for men. And what I mean is that, of course, for men, for men, he's a ladies' man because they see him playing all these women, and that's something they want to be able to do. But as far as being a ladies' man for women, like for being a man for a woman, that's just not him. That's just not who he is. He's all about himself 99% of the time.
Well, let me ask a question. What else does he do? Because you said he was a great football player. Okay, I'll give him that. But how many years ago was that? A decade?
That was like, I think it's going on 4 years now, isn't it?
4 years? Okay.
Yeah.
So why is he on YouTube? Why is he not sitting at what's that show Stephen A. Smith on?
ESPN. Yeah.
Why isn't he on ESPN or Fox News or so I don't feel like he's all that great. Okay. He may have been a great football player, but that's all and that's it.
That's all.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, now entertainers or whoever, everybody got numerous jobs now. Nobody just have any one job. Even Beyonce do movies. And she the damn queen. Okay.
Yeah, that's something. Cyber actually brought up a good point. No ESPN job after a career he had, right? Because he had a great career.
Yeah, nothing.
They know he's done. Maybe that's it. Maybe they did because they have him come on every once in a while, but I don't think he has a skill set for.
Didn't Shannon Sharp leave Undisputed? Why he didn't fill Shannon Sharp's shoes?
Yeah.
Because Shannon couldn't take Skip, so he left. So why not go to Undisputed? Why not? He doesn't even commentate the games.
Right.
Most ex-football players, like Tony Romo, they're what's the other one here that was in Texas with the dude that
Peyton. Okay, there's Peyton Manning.
Peyton
was in Texas, right? Yeah.
I don't remember
college.
But Troy Aikman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Troy Aikman, he commentates. Troy Aikman on Wing Stops. Like, what else does Cam do besides football? Because
not only that, but the guy who wasn't you said Tony Romo. Okay.
Yeah, Tony Romo. Yeah. You can't be a one-trick pony these days. Even Magic Johnson got several type of businesses or whatever. So my question is, what does Cam do other than play football and bring his butt on YouTube and act like he's all of that in a bag of chips?
Right. You nailed it. You nailed it. I mean, really, quite honestly, life is passing him by. He just doesn't know it yet. But I mean, his podcast is successful, so I guess he can work off of that. But the problem is this.
DJ, your podcast can be successful. Anybody can be successful. That's not a clout.
That is true. That's true.
Because at the end of the day, most people that have a podcast, they got other jobs also. So I'm
Absolutely.
gonna ask this question one more time. What else is Cam good at besides making babies and playing football?
Making broken homes.
Oh, okay. I digress then.
let's all right. Let's go on to the next one. I think we roasted Cam enough for today. Oh, here.
Did you notice Megan didn't listen to the manager at all? What she did completely made him lose face. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion opened her first fried chicken spot in Miami on New Year's Eve, and something that happened on opening day instantly sent her trending. The manager told her she didn't need to remember the employees' names. She replied, "No, I do," then walked around and asked everyone one by one. By the end, she'd memorized more than 10 names. The staff clearly weren't used to a boss like that. Some of them just froze, not sure how to react. What surprised people even more was what she did next. She stepped behind the counter and personally made food for the first customers. She handed out orders, greeted people, and took photos non-stop. Fans were packed outside filming, while she was inside sweating and staying busy. This isn't an endorsement deal, it's her own money. In 2021, she partnered with the brand to launch a signature hot sauce that sold out nationwide, then signed a franchise deal. This April, she posted renovation videos saying she wears one hat in the studio and another in the store. After opening, she posted that she'd be coming by the shop often and told locals to pull up. What flooded the comments was one line.
You're based on your past behavior.
So that was I played that because our next person is Milagro Grams. We're gonna go past her quick because a lot of people don't know. But basically, Milagro Grams was the girl who was basically I can legally say it too. She was legally harassing and stalking Megan Thee Stallion to please Tory Lanez. And so basically she's in a situation where let's see if Pam puts up the documents. So basically she had to reply because all of the guys, see Jeremy and his crew, which were defending Milagro Grams, they had to bail for some reason, probably because they probably got some paying gigs because Milagro wasn't paying them. If she did, it wasn't enough. So basically, she has no legal representation. Now she's going pro se. And I have to admit, I will give Milagro some credit that her reply to to the motion is actually pretty good. There's some spots in it that don't make sense, but she played it. She got it in the mix. She might get to the second half. You never know. But let's hear it just for a little few minutes. Here we go.
And or that he's innocent, and she wanted to get it out there. Now, to me, like as a person that does something, yeah, but I ain't take it like they was kicking it. That's not how I looked at it. But yeah. But anyway.
By the way, this is Pammy Pam from Pam Esquire, Law Intellect. Law Intellect.
Let's go ahead. You guys hit the like button. I think we got enough people. Tupac Shakur said, "I read it last night. I thought it was well written, and I'm so proud of her." Okay. So let's pull this up so we can see what
yeah, it's well written. Yeah. Chat GPT now.
Cyber, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Because you know, AI can do anything for you now. So you don't need lawyers anymore. You don't. The only thing you probably need is a damn doctor at this point.
Right.
And even robots doing surgery now. So I don't know.
That's true.
I'm just saying. So, you know, she should be able to represent herself, and maybe this will save people money, you know, if they know how to do it. But, you know, I did my divorce on my own without an AI. I just went to the library, followed the footprint, and if you know how to type, you have to do it. You have to, use the format that the courts use, and they give you a model to follow. So I actually typed up my own divorce also. So it's a possibility that she could have went to the law library in her town or the city library, because ours was at the courthouse, right? And they had a library downstairs. So all you have to do, if you wanted to, type up your own cases, you could do that, and then you just pay the court fee to file it in the court. So, and that's basically what I did. So my divorce didn't cost but $300.
I hear that. You just saved yourself $20,000 at least.
Exactly. Especially if you don't have any kids or assets, for everyday divorce and people that's not fighting over anything, then, hey, this is what it could go this route. You could go that route. So, so I don't see why she wouldn't be able to file her own paperwork, because I did it myself. So, and that was before AI.
Right. I mean, yours is what you did is way more impressive because, AI pretty much does all the heavy lifting. You literally had to read, learn, and then type. So,
well, I already knew how to type, right?
Right.
And they give you the format in the forms, and they show you you have to know how to center it, is basically what it is with court papers.
Right.
Because, court papers are very meticulous, and you have to put that case number on there, and you have to do all the ET and the AL and the parentheses. You just got to be able to read and get the punctuation correct. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
My opinion for Milagro is, why don't you just make what she did, she had to do because she was running out of time and she ain't got no lawyer, right? But she should just draft a very nice letter promising that she will not do anything, and that, if she does, this will happen, because that's really what an injunction is anyway. And the problem that she had in her, and you'll hear it a little bit after I start playing it. The problem I saw was she got tone deaf. And what I mean is that, with the exception of a couple white lies, she didn't realize that she had been, harassing this woman for 2 years. And that's why she won on all 3 counts. And just because you just now stopped for about maybe 2 weeks is not a long enough track record to say, okay, that's not a long enough track record to win yourself against a motion for injunctive relief. Let's put it that way. Right. They're looking for when the court proceeding started, did you stop then? And she didn't. So that's why my feeling is, I think Megan's going to get her injunctive relief, because it's like, why take a chance? She's a multi-millionaire here. She's trying to save her money. This woman right here already showed that she's willing to go beyond reality to misrepresent, Megan. It might have been different if she really knew Megan, but she doesn't even know her from a can of paint.
Wow. I advise her to go ask Tasha K about all this. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, Tasha K still owed $4 million. So,
And that's what I'm talking about. She should have been watching Tasha K and see how Tasha K moved and say, that's the thing that I'm not going to do.
Right. Right. I cannot say anything more accurate, because look, Tasha K wasn't even nearly as bad. Tasha K, and it wasn't even nearly as long. Tasha K's thing, she was messing around, I guess, with what's her name? I forgot her name.
B.
Cardi B for maybe 4 months. And that was enough to lose $4 million.
Right.
So,
but Tasha K had an opportunity to redeem herself, and Cardi asked her to take the material down, and she decided to be hard-headed.
Right.
And so
there, and that was $4 million, just like that.
Right.
Lady Wendy says she asked, and neither of them have learned a thing. Yep.
Right, lady.
Boom.
Hold on 1 second. I got so much stuff on this desktop. I should be ashamed of myself. It looks a mess. Let's see.
Shout out to Henry Mars. Thank you for that $5 super chat.
Make sure you guys keep hitting that like, but why is this not coming up on my
Endless supply of dusties. Remember, this is Pam Esquire. Y'all, if you get time, make time. Make time. Go over there. Give her a thumbs up. Boom, just like that.
That was $5. That's not it.
Very educational channel. Let's see. She's looking. Let me see if she goes.
His defamation claim was dismissed as a matter of law for failure to comply with Florida's mandatory pre-suit notice requirement. Despite that dismissal, plaintiff now seeks to impose speech restrictions through alternative theories, effectively attempting to revive a defamation claim that no longer exists.
Okay. The defamation claim is, this is where Milagro goes wrong. We're not going to be on this very long because law stuff is kind of boring. She still doesn't realize, Megan won.
Right. The ship has sailed.
And so the other counts, what Pam brought to my knowledge is, well, I guess she brought her knowledge to me, but basically what she said is it's not even about the defamation, even though Megan won, but they lost judgment, but they won the count. And what I mean is this: she did defame on record is she did defame Megan, but she doesn't have to pay because Megan's lawyers effed up at the beginning of the lawsuit. They didn't give, Milagro Grams. And I can't say they effed up because, quite honestly, Milagro Grams is not a media defendant. Media defendant means that you are neutral. Milagro Grams was nothing but biased. So that, I don't know. But anyway, basically it's like this. So basically what Milagro doesn't understand in her very well written reply, what she didn't put in, she didn't take account for or address is the fact that she harassed this young lady, Megan, for literally like 2 to 3 years, all the way through the court case and then beyond. And she didn't address that and say, I now realize I effed up. See, that's what the courts want you to see. That's why I think Megan's going to win the injunction, because the way that you needed to, don't get me wrong, you need to defend yourself in court. You do need to do that. But Milagro's showing no remorse for what she did. So all Megan's side has to do is prove there's no remorse. She's just gonna try to do it in some slick different way. She'll, instead of using Megan's name, she'll say that rapper named M or some weird shit like that, and still diss her. So yeah, she has to do this. And secondly, Megan has to do this whether she wants to or not, because she needs to send a message out to all these other clout chasers as well. And there be many. Shout out to Deontay and by more drama DJ. Hey, you know, drama is in the air. It's all over. Anyway, let me shut up and let Pam speak for a little bit. Then we'll move forward. Here we go.
The court retained limited jurisdiction solely to consider plaintiff's injunction request, which does not authorize unconstitutional restraints on protected speech or relitigation of issues already resolved by the jury. That was worded very well, Ms. Grams. Plaintiff cannot satisfy the standard for permanent injunction. A permanent injunction is an extraordinary remedy requiring proof of actual success on the merits, irreparable harm, that the balance of equities favors the movement, and that the injunction would serve the public interest. Plaintiff cannot satisfy any of these elements. What's interesting about this is it seems as though she does have the actual elements to what it takes to prove that a permanent injunction should be implemented or imposed, but there's no authority showing exactly where she got it from. So while she's correct or what it is, you have to add authority typically. And again, she's pro se, and I think she's writing very well. Plaintiff cannot show success on the merits. The defamation claim has been dismissed, and the jury expressly found the defendant's function as a media defendant. Plaintiff's attempt to relitigate media status by selectively citing pretrial remarks ignores the evidentiary record. Florida law applies as a matter of law once the jury made the factual determination. So then they go to intentional infliction of emotional distress cannot support injunctive relief, and malicious intent exists. And no malicious intent exists, I'm sorry. Plaintiff relies heavily on intentional infliction of emotional distress, but IIED cannot be used as an end run around a failed defamation claim. Trial evidence and testimony demonstrated that there was no malicious intent on defendant's part regarding the alleged deep fake content. Defendant was live on air when the video was first brought to her attention. Her reaction reflected genuine surprise and uncertainty.
See, believe it or not, that's just not what it's to me right now. I think she did an exceptional job. Milagro did. If it was just her, I think really, quite honestly, I think she probably hired somebody to write it. But you know, if you're not represented by a lawyer, or I mean, on like if you don't have a lawyer on retainers, you can still hire a come on now. It'll come to me in a second. Paralegal.
A paralegal?
Yeah. You can still hire a paralegal. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, GPT can hook you up, but I think this is very well written. There's just not just that touch the lawyer would put in there is just not there, and that's why I think it's going to just eke under that it's not going to win her.
He explained in real time how viewers could access content through a public platform feature. The content remained accessible for approximately 15 minutes and was removed. Now, some of you all said something different on how long it was up, but I have no clue. But this is what she testified to.
So let me move forward. If you want to see the rest of that, go to Pam's channel. Make sure you give her a like and subscribe, definitely. So now we're on something newer. Here we go.
I was working retail at the time, and it was really tough. And I got fired because I couldn't keep up. So I got fired today. Oh. After I posted that video, I really did everything that I said I would. I remember going into different labels and I was like, hey, so I have an internship here and I'm supposed to be in Studio B. And they were like, who are you? Like, just completely lying. And I tried my best. I went to shows, I connected with people, and it brought me right here on this couch.
I'm gonna address this shit one more
So
fucking time.
basically,
All this shit on Twitter.
wait, let me pause this right here. So now we are to Clout Chaser. I guess he's number one. No, he's not really. Milagro was number one. Clout Chaser number two right here. Aiden Ross. Oh, and he got two. See, the problem really is not just Aiden Ross, but the fact that black men let him feel too comfortable around disrespecting black women. And that's why he kept going. Here we go.
Twitter with all these people coming at me. I come at everybody, bro. I don't look at your fucking skin color. I don't look who the fuck you are. And by the way, I'm gonna quadruple down. I don't care. Last time I'm talking about it, bro, we got the police escort in New York City. We got
he don't give a fuck, but he need a police escort. Right. Sounds like a person who isn't worried at all.
Like security guards.
Police escort and security guards. Glasses Malone made you up your security. You can pretend like Glasses Malone did not affect you, but you're now spending thousands of dollars more because of Glasses Malone. And so shout out to Glasses Malone. And he's saying this is the last time he's going to address it. Notice how he ain't saying nothing disrespectful about doechii. Nah, he got pressed and he's done. And all the little niggas around him, they're scared, and they should be.
Yep. Let me go forward a little bit. So
say about her last year. Let me show you how this beef really kicked off.
I hope everyone. Oh, doechii rant. Oh, dude, don't get me started on that bitch. Hey, don't get me started on that bitch.
Like,
don't get me started.
Why are you calling her a bitch though? Like, what did she do
yeah,
to you? Why
yeah,
are
let
you
me make it clear. She doesn't know this dude, and this dude they don't know each other. They've never met. Their friends never met. They've never met anybody. There is no beef here, but that's I predict, especially in 2026, is one of the newest things coming out is false beefs, is somebody making a beef. That's how they clout chase these days. What they do is they'll defame somebody they feel is doing better than them. And of course, doechii is doing way better than dude. Okay, because she has way more talent. But this is how they try to level the playing field now. It's by being disrespectful.
Calling her a bitch. Aiden is racist. It's so obvious to anybody who is not a raccoon that this dude is racist as fuck. He co-signs every single person that uses the hard R on stream. He co-signs him. This dude just got Clavicular out of trouble. Clavicular ran over a dude with his Cybertruck, and I gave my opinions on that, and I felt like bro was low-key justified if he was in a situation where he had no other route to get out. Controversial take. I'm not a fan of Clavicular. That dude is a racist fuck as well. So let me get this straight. You got a problem with doechii losing her patience with somebody who's working for her, and that's not okay. That's not cool. But okay, she's in a high pressure situation.
Basically, what this young man is trying to say is this. I'll clear it up for everybody very quickly. That's show business. I've seen people be famous people. In fact, Cardi B's one of them. But and so is oh my God, and so with Nicki Minaj, her dude broke a guy's jaw because they were annoyed. doechii didn't break nobody's jaw. No, has anybody really really, when you think about it, has anybody really gotten mad at Nicki Minaj for her dude, her husband, breaking somebody's jaw?
Mm-mm.
But he's mad at doechii because she's telling somebody to do something and she mad.
Well, like you said, he's clout chasing. I really want to address this bitch portion.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on that.
Right.
Okay? And I feel like he's calling her a bitch because he's trying to act like black guys. Because you know how black guys just call black women bitches all the time,
Mhm.
especially in their videos or when they're just talking in general.
Right.
I feel that he think he has that space to, talk to a black woman the same way that black men talk to black women. Or
Right.
some black men, not all black men, but some black men. So I feel like that's why he feels that comfortable enough to call her that word. But
Yeah.
everybody that's gonna clout chase this year, because if what you're saying is true, I hope they got their coins stacked up, because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of court cases if they think they got another thing coming, if they think they're gonna be making money off of these stars and people that's high powered. So I
Right.
hope they have their coins together.
Straight up. Because and that's why this is really a good thing that and that was it was an excellent thing what Megan did. Even if the thing is this, she's not, you can almost say that she's not doing it just for herself, because I'm telling you, these people are coming out of the woodwork. They're coming out of the woodwork, and what they're thinking, and the thinking is accurate. It's like, well, I ain't got no money, so if I get sued, I get sued. They're not thinking that's their battle. How should I put it? That is their protection, is that they have nothing.
Well,
so
it could be in some states that don't go after you for bill collectors, but if you're in a state and you have to pay your bills, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, they will for however long it takes.
Yeah, you have to pay judgments. That's civil, and
Yep.
so I don't know how the law work with states where you don't have to pay bill collectors. And I don't know how judgments, what place that falls in, but I do know there are some states you have to pay your bills or they'll garnish your wages. So
Right. And if you broke for the rest of your life, whatever it is, whether it's $500 out of your account, $1,000 out of your account, $200 out of your account, it's coming out.
It's gonna be just like back child support. Whatever money you get, it goes to that kid.
Right.
Stimulus, IRS checks, any type of extra money you get, even if you win, like the lottery or any money you get, like you said, broke or not, they're gonna take that money from you.
Yeah. They're gonna leave enough so you can live barely. I don't know how I assume that well, let's not talk about card. Here we go.
And somebody's dropping the ball. Somebody is getting paid money to do something and they're fucking up. Would it be nice if doechii was this like calm little, could you please get the umbrella? The reality is, if doechii was a dude and a rapper and he was talking to his employees like that, nobody would even blink, bro. Nobody would even.
Bars. He's right. He's right. So there's a little dash of misogyny going on here too. Because we've seen rappers hit people and people still defend the rapper.
Mm-hmm. That's
so, and I've been, I'm not going to say I was famous, because I wasn't, but I was at a level where I saw a lot of famous comedians and stuff like that. I've seen them go in on like producers and go in on people, right before their their performance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what doechii did is pretty much par of the course. It's just what happens in high tension situations.
Well, we're the most hated group of people in America anyway.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Even flinch. Let's take a look at the clip that he's even talking about.
I'm ready. Give me another no. Stop. Give me another umbrella now. Another one right there. And another one. I need another one. Another umbrella. Excuse me. I need 4 fucking umbrellas. 2 more umbrellas. Because I'm trying to sleep there fucking umbrellas.
I'm sorry. I've DJ'd modeling shows, and that sounds like a modeling show to me. That's all it is. That's how it sounds all show. People don't realize that's what happens back in the behind performances. People are yelling for shit. They're asking for shit. They're expecting shit. And when they don't get it, they yell louder. And believe it or not, they'd be the sweetest persons afterwards. You would not know it was them. You would not know.
Right there. Swing on, brother. All right, make a path, everyone. Clear a path. Move.
Clear a path here. Clear a path. So wait. Is the way how the security guard talking, is that a problem? He's like, move, clear a path. But because doechii's a woman, she's not allowed to talk like that. They are trying, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not saying it's the best way to talk to people. Why? Because people are soft. That's a reality of it. People get offended easily, as you can see from how people reacted to this. But
let me move forward.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I mean, how do you feel?
It's a bigger thing. We're not going to allow everybody to just be speaking about us no more publicly like that. Hee ha ha, that's cool. Everybody can laugh about it, but this is a bigger issue at hand. We don't want to start a trend of those type of people disrespecting our type of people.
Lady Rindy nails it. He couldn't care less about the Met Gala or the employees, bars. He simply wanted an excuse, bars, to unload on a black woman, bars. That is exactly what it is.
I concur.
Now, the huge problem I have is this. I will say this. Excuse me. At least eventually black men jumped in. But it took a little while.
Y'all should have just left Doechii alone, bruh. She just got done bombing on academics. And she just got done bombing on Aiden Ross, bruh. And it's justified because DJ Academics and Aiden Ross been smearing Doechii all year for no reason. And it's not even just them.
And DJ Academics, I can't say this enough. The DJ Academics, he is a suspect in a not so nice case. I'm just going to put it like that. I'm trying to make it PG tonight. I don't know why, but I am. In a not so nice case. He may lose everything. Plus he's a POS, but I digress.
No reason. And it's not even just them. Nicki Minaj was smearing Doechii too. It was saying she was an industry plant. It was saying her music is botted.
Oh my God, the industry plant. We need to go over that.
He said we need to go over that.
Yeah, we do. We really do. Because, I mean, and if it was Cardi B who said that, that's even worse. That's even worse.
Well, I feel like Nicki is an industry plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they want to call somebody a plant.
This is an industry plant to me. Imagine Doechii cannot sing on key, cannot write her own music at all. And basically has been in the industry for 2 weeks. Kind of like Bad Barbie was.
And didn't she win on an award? I did a short on her. I forgot which award. I think the top 100 billboards. Yeah, her song got to the top 100 billboards. So I feel I smell some hateration going on.
Yeah, this is what I feel. When white folks start loving somebody, whoever that somebody is an industry plant. That's what it is. Because, and it's funny though, they give passes to certain people though, like Michael Jackson. Michael was designed from childhood to be in the industry. I mean, and he was extremely talented and extremely deserved to the point where it may have destroyed him, if you know what I mean. It's like, I mean, if that's the definition of an industry plant.
Well, I can tell you where Mike made his mistake when he bought the Beetle catalogs. That's when all his problems came along.
That's true.
When he got them catalogs out underneath Paul McCarthy nose, and because Paul McCarthy went to him and asked him how to buy them, and Michael told him how to buy them, but Michael had the capital to purchase them, and he did that, and it seemed like all his problems came when that happened, and so.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
But do you think, well, it's business. It's nothing personal, it's business.
True.
Business in America. But I was listening to Corey Holcomb last night, and I'm side-eyeing Corey at this point.
You
He act like he's becoming a plant now.
You know something? You read my mind. Let me bring up Corey. We've talked about doechii enough. Let me bring up old Corey, because some weird stuff started happening. Where is old Corey? Where is he at? Okay, I might save. I'd like to welcome Deontay to the stage.
Hey, Deontay.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. Let's hit up Corey Holcomb and Antoine Daniels.
You have to let the world know that you are desperate for attention. That way, the smart guys can make a wise decision into putting you in the category you belong in.
Yep.
Desperate for attention. Let me tell you something. You are deceiving anybody if you're out and you don't act desperate for attention.
Let me fast forward. This from Fawcett Media. Let me go get right into it. Here we go.
On the hump on Chris Brown now. This is comedy, man.
We're going to get to this. Darlene, Craig. What happens if you at a concert, Chris Brown, all these heartthrobs or whatever. Can your girl get called to the stage, Craig?
This again? Oh my God.
no,
Who did that? You went to a concert and your girl went up there?
No, I saw this other lady up on stage that Travis Kelce used to be with.
Lady Randy, you nailed it. Pot Corey meets kettle Anton bars.
Oh, is that who that was? Oh, I saw
Kayla Nicole is her name.
that. Wait, was it
Chris Brown called her to the stage?
Chris Brown called her to the stage and busted down, and she was all with it.
Yeah, she's trying to get chose again.
But she ain't gonna get chose again, not by Chris Brown. I mean, he'll smash, but I'm saying this ain't the type you really choose if you're a boss ass nigga. Niggas don't be trying to cuff them. Niggas them.
Right.
I'm
just saying, like, it turns out that Travis Kelce is very intelligent. To shake her.
Yeah, he made a good choice dropping her. And like I said, he actually had to upgrade by catching Taylor Swift. And, it seems like, the timing of this is very odd because it's just been a couple of weeks since Taylor and Travis got engaged. It's been a couple of weeks since her ex-boyfriend got engaged to a billionaire. Taylor Swift. That's the player upgrade of the century, man. He might go down in the hall for that.
Notice how he's only thinking about the money.
Alone.
You see how she was on stage for the glory.
I thought that was all. See, now I wish I'd have known the name. I just kept seeing it pop up in the news, but I didn't.
Darling, I believe you can get called to the stage if you there and a singer
I mean,
call you
that's
up.
what we're
I'm talking about any
let's
singer.
get to it.
See the footage.
I'm not here for the formality.
I didn't hear it.
See what pop up.
Across the stage, like up in the air.
Wait.
Making a goddamn fool out of
to get clout. That's what has to be a monolith instead of multi-layered. I did it for the smart girls, the cool girls.
in.
Yep.
Desperate for attention. Let me tell you something.
It's okay. That's not the right one. This is. Let's get right into it. I was gonna warm up, but we're Lori Harvey. Okay, here we go.
That Corey is a man in his 50s. You can't say that, yeah.
I'm not talking.
Okay, here we
Shout
go.
out on black people. You did on. I feel like I did on you. To your face. To your face.
What?
Be careful. On me because I feel like you're talking again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
Well,
telling
be
you.
careful.
I'm telling you.
You shit on me to my face, but that's will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk. I got security. You got security.
Homie,
Anybody-
I ain't got
Pause it.
security. They're my people.
Pause it. Okay, let me slow it down because they're talking faster now.
Yeah, and go back a little bit to get back to the reason why they start arguing.
This is
Because
at the
it's-
very beginning, but this
Yeah,
is
it's
probably like one of those pre intros.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
shit on
to Shaq.
black people. You
There you
shit
go.
on.
I feel like I did on you. To
Well,
your
be
face.
careful.
To
Be
your
careful.
face.
What?
Be
Shout
careful on me because
Shout
I
out
feel
to
like
the
you're
chat.
talking again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
Well,
telling
be
you.
careful.
I'm telling you.
You shit on me to my face, but that's will
Corey,
lead to some
will
danger.
we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk? I got security. You got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't got
shit.
security. They're my people.
Cool.
Very good point, Lady Rendy. Going back for just on Kayla Nicole. Taylor is only an upgrade money-wise, bars. Kayla is better in every way. Also, Taylor has more alleged bodies than Kayla. Bars, true. Funny how Taylor isn't being shamed for that. Exactly.
Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm
you're
not
even
talking tough.
guy.
I'm talking to you straight up.
I love it. I love it when two narcissists go at each other. It's like the pot and kettle, like Lady Rendy said. I'll let this guy talk a minute, but we're trying to see.
But I could tell by how the conversation started that Anton kind of had his backup for some reason. I don't know how the conversations went before. They obviously disagree on certain things politically. They disagree on certain things culturally, and chaos ensued. Now this went on for 2 hours, but like I said, from the beginning, you could tell there was going to be something happening. And mind you, this wasn't necessarily set up as a debate, you know, and I think that's where the weird energy goes, because when you come into somebody else's space, I believe there's a certain amount of deference you should have regardless of the fact. Can't come off the top with that type of energy.
Unless they set it up.
But here's the truth. We know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong what I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white
He
people?
has seen that. He's literally said that. Anton Daniels has literally said that. In fact, he goes far and beyond that. So I don't see why Anton brought that up at all.
Stupid.
No, I'm talking
Well,
about cops.
you
I'm
should
talking about
say that
cops.
one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to
You're
say
not- you're
all
not
black
gonna
people are
gaslight me.
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you
white
got
people all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't
He's
know.
lying. He doesn't say anything about white people ever. I've never heard him. I've never heard him say that. If the only time I saw him talk about white people is when he brought Just Pearly Things up as a guest.
Liberal
I hear
white
you
women
talking about-
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say.
So he just said white women are the biggest enemy of the United States. But that's not really true, because he said black women were the biggest enemy of the United States. And he was saying that black women and their children should be thrown out with the bathwater. That's what he said. That's what he said. Yes, Anton, I have you memorized, mofo. You hypocrite. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Anton just gets on my nerves. So basically the thing is this. He was literally bending over if possible, but definitely getting on his knees for Just Pearly Things, who he was like one of the gatekeepers for her. So it's for him to say that, for him to say what he just said about white women being the worst things in the United States, it's just another grift, y'all. It's just another scam.
Every single
Caucasian
day.
female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
Wow. I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a
Bars.
Anton got caught out and he got embarrassed because he got caught in a situation where he was going up against another black man and we can, I mean, I don't agree with everything Corey say. He a comedian, he jokes a lot, he say some crazy shit, man. But on this one, he was trying to tell Anton that you a big ass sellout. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Anton was trying to pretend like he wasn't, as like you said, DJ, as if we don't have probably hundreds of hours of video of this dude being a sellout. Like,
right.
We know what you are, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you only acting like this because you don't want to look like that in front. Because you know this is a big, this 5150 podcast is a big, draw for a lot of black people. So. He don't want to look like that, but because it's a lot of people on here who watch this show who might not know Anton that well. They might have heard of him and seen a few clips, but they don't watch the Lapeef show or his singles, individual solo shows. So he knows that he's trying to spread to a different kind of audience, but
right.
Corey exposed him.
And I didn't, and I'm one of those people, I didn't know who Antoine was. So when I watched the clip, I was confused. I didn't know which side to be on because the one thing that I didn't like what Corey said that, we shouldn't vote anymore because it doesn't make a difference. And that's how the fight started. Because Corey was saying that you shouldn't vote. So, that struck a nerve with me about voting. And that's when it got heated when Corey made that statement. And so Deontay is correct. If you don't know who Anton was or is, you really didn't know. And that's why I was like, well, damn, is Corey a plant? Like, what is Corey saying? Why is he saying this? And I have watched Corey Holcomb. I've been watching him since he was on stage, being a comedian. So I watched him about a decade ago when he came out. So I know who he is, and I watch his show from time to time, but I've never watched Antoine's show. So you're absolutely right about that, Deontay. He almost persuaded me, but when they finished with the argument, I was like, "Well, damn, I don't agree with neither one of them."
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, Corey broke character. Like he broke character for a while when he was getting into it with Anton, and he just became just
got all up in his face.
Yeah, he just became a regular black person who's like, dude, you up here, you house Negro #1 up here. Like we already know how you feel about black women. You think that every single mom out here is just trash. Like he done basically said it. Like it's just.
But don't Corey feel the same way?
Well, a lot of guys feel like they don't want to date a woman with children, but really when they say that, because they really talking about certain types of women, like the ones who just here just going buck wild, multiple kids, multiple dads, don't give a damn, that kind of stuff. Like it's the same as like a woman look at a dude and he got 5 kids with 5 different women, still living with his mom, don't got you ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like So
Right.
that's what it is. But Anton says all of it. He don't give a damn what's the situation is. If she got one kid and she black, no. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he want to be Kevin
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
I think he worse than Kevin because Kevin at least was for black men. Like this dude is a complete house Negro. Like you got to hear some of the stuff this dude done said. Like he been on Fox News, Buck dancing, him and Sotomayor, whatever his name is. He not as bad as Sotomayor about like how as egregious as the type of words that he described black people with, especially women. But he still he just says it in a more politically correct way.
Right.
Boss. We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go
He does have a boss. He just doesn't realize it.
after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up
listening.
here.
You ain't been
talk
listening.
about everybody. That means you're a narcissist. That's literally the definition of a narcissist, is when you have a negative view of everybody. It's what it is. So he just walked himself into a corner.
Listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
That was a shot. That was a shot. I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to say things.
Yeah, Anton kind of forgot that's 5150's show. Now, don't get me wrong. As everybody knows, I'm not a fan of Corey at all. But you don't go on somebody else's show and start talking shit hard like that. Shout out, Miss RV's in the house, and Miss Alto is in the house. It's so good to see both of you.
Things about somebody's capacity if you're coming in good faith. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming in good faith, you don't have to insult somebody in the midst of a conversation, in the midst of a debate, even. Like, there are rules to debate. And I think people don't realize.
I agree with them. So, and it's funny because you would have thought Anton would have been smart enough to know that. I can tell right now that why Anton is not as successful as he thinks or should be is because he doesn't know his place when he needs to know his place. That's just narcissist.
Does that a lot of times because it seems like a free for all. It seems like I care what you. This moment right here.
Let's slow down because you talking loud.
Let's slow down. Wait a minute. Even I know. I mean, I understand you want to calm things down, but that ain't your channel, motherfucker.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down. He asked you a direct question right there. Now, if that is not true, and I'm not putting this on Antoine, you know what I'm saying?
What the question?
Care what you say.
Too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down. He asked you a direct question right there. Now, if that is not true, and I'm not putting this on Antoine, you know what I'm saying? Like, Anton might well say what he want to say on his platform, but in this moment right here, he shifted gears. Even Darlene can see it right there.
Saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's
why I lose
respect for you when you start dancing.
Did you? I'll go ahead, D. Go ahead.
He said, first he said, slow down. Then he said, I'm not getting into that. Now, if Corey would have said, hey, tell me about these black women and the problem that they got, Anton would have dove into that like an Olympic diver. But but because he asked them what the white men do to destroy this country, I'm not getting into that. Let's slow down and rethink the conversation. I'm like, oh yeah. See, that right there just let everybody know. You only need a third of a brain to realize that he don't want to talk about it because he afraid, like he said, he got a boss. And he might not even realize that, like, you talk about industry plants. Industry plant is something that is somebody that's useful for a particular reason for the white power structure. Like Lil Nas X, like this dude right here. It's a difference between people who work their way up there and then they just start cooning, and then people who was purposely put in that position because they want them to spread something or do something or work against some kind of progress. Your boy right here, Anton, is the definition of it.
Well, you keep saying he don't know, but if he was on Fox News and he's getting that paycheck, he definitely knows, Deontay.
Yeah, well,
So,
he was a guest on. I've only seen it twice, but that's still
but
twice.
but
Yeah.
he don't want to mess those opportunities up, because if he's been on there, if he's been on there twice, why would he mess up his opportunity to possibly go to News Nation or any place else that they want him to go, Breitbart News or whoever, Tucker, Piers Morgan, anybody.
You're right.
Because
Yeah.
Piers Morgan definitely have content creators, from YouTube on his channel also, as well as Tucker does. So he's trying to keep, that door open so that he could possibly, get invitations to other places. So he's much aware of what he's saying, what he's doing, and he definitely know who's paying him and who's watching him.
That's a damn good point.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never thought about it. That he wants to get on to those conservative shows.
Right wing conservative shows. Let me help you out.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You
What?
Okay.
Now
Whoa.
Yeah, that's where we drew the line in the sand, baby.
Yeah, but think about this though. Think about what he just said. He just told Corey that he basically is working hard, championing and holding up the black community so hard that he calls it. You know how dudes be like you dick riding, right, or whatever they call it. Like
Right.
you on somebody's back, you slobbing, whatever, you glazing, all of that. So how can a black man be deriding the black community? That's like me saying, that's like if I got a son that plays basketball and I'm in the stands cheering for him, somebody say, man, you up here dick riding your son. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right. I do.
that doesn't make sense. Don't you want to see your people do? So Anton just said that Corey wants to see his people do good, which means that Anton don't think that's cool to see your people doing good. Like now he deserved to get his ass beat or like, I mean, I don't know, man. This shit, man. I heard about this clip. I saw a little stuff on YouTube, but I never got a chance to watch it. That shit is terrible.
This clip is, this interaction is more shocking than I thought. I did not watch this before. We are all watching this for the first time.
Well, you guys are. I seen it.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I told you I was conflicted because remember I said after the end of the clip, I didn't know whose side to be on at this point because I didn't know Anton.
Yeah, but Anton saying something is as out. Like, I mean, that is
He's definitely
beyond
being
deplorable.
outrageous.
Like
He's hitting below the belt and being outrageous. You're absolutely right about that.
yeah, because you just told somebody that they
Yeah.
basically are doing the wrong thing for trying to shout out and hold up the positive sides of the black community. I mean, you done basically took Corey Holcomb and all the bullshit he done ever said and make him look like an angel now compared to Anton. Like
Meanwhile,
Anton
he
done made himself
cooning
look like the damn devil.
Meanwhile, he cooned it in Uncle Tom and all over, wherever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that we at least see. I like to call him Antron because Antron is like a fake wool. It's not like real. It's like a fake synthetic fabric. But so Antron Daniels, I really, again, I am no fan at all of Corey Holcomb, but I do appreciate the fact that he's exposing Antron like this.
I see. If I had to say where this conversation went bad,
You know what I hope though, I say what I said. I hope black men look at this and start to self-reflect. I really do, because this is how they, how should I put it? I mean, they're talking about the
Infiltrate
community, but this is how they see a lot of black women.
Yeah. This is what they're selling.
Right.
Because they want to bring the black woman down, and it's an agenda. It's a whole agenda to bring black women down. And I'm not going to talk about politics, but over 100,000 black women have already lost their job, right?
Yeah.
And we're still counting.
We something, we can squeeze into politics. I'm gonna throw number one, both of you really are political experts. So number one, I cannot waste your knowledge on that. Number two, I've said what I needed to say about the person, about the relationship stuff. And they're really having a political, I wouldn't call it even a debate. I'd call it an argument, a knockdown, drag out. So definitely, by all means, feel free to throw in what you need to throw in. Because we all know that Antron Daniels sounds like to me, he wants to join hands with, what's his name? That,
Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson. Nick Fuentes.
Yeah. I think he's going to be home person. I think he wants to join Nick.
You think so?
Yeah.
And not Brian Shapiro.
I think, and well, quite honestly, let me put it this way. I cannot say for sure. I will say this though. He will get on his knees to be on any of those shows. That's my opinion.
Yeah, look at what he just told Corey right there. Just that clip of him telling Corey that he's sucking the dick of the black community. I mean, this dude is trying to become the highest ranking member of the Coon Illuminati. And it's hard to become that. It's hard to sit at the head of that table.
Well, let me just
you know what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
something, Deontay. He better get in line, because hell, Candace is first. Okay.
Yeah, but
so what are you gonna do with Candace? Because she number one.
Well,
You're gonna have to knock her down first.
Candace done got abandoned. I watched this guy, Professor Black Truth, listen to his YouTube in the morning, and he always has this saying. He says that when the white power structure is finished with their tools, they break them. And Candace is being broken right now.
That is true.
Yeah, and so they need somebody to replace her. And I think you're right. I said what I said. It's a line of black people who are trying to fight for her former position. You know what I'm saying? Anton is one of them, because he went hard right here. He went hard in the paint. He just told a black man that it's something wrong with holding up your own community. And he's black himself.
Right.
Well, remember Nikki trying to fall out the Candace, so he's gonna have to get third in line, in my opinion. If Nikki
hard for that.
If Nikki gonna keep the direction that she's going, then he's gonna be number 3. Okay. Once again, black women outdoing him.
I've just never heard anybody go. I'm trying to think of the last time I heard any black person say something like that. I just don't understand that.
Well, you should have watched Herschel Walker, because he was doing some of the same things.
He was. And I remember
Tim
that.
Scott and Byron Donalds. So I've heard it.
Yeah, remember the only thing that what mainly brought down Herschel Walker was that he turned out to be a serial abuser. Oh, of white women? Oh, hell no. Bye, bro.
Yeah.
Herschel, who can barely read. I can't believe that he was even close to winning senator.
Well, we
Shout out
happily
to
gave
Alex.
them to. We happily give Herschel to them. They can keep him. We don't care.
Right.
Y'all can have him. But you know, could be what what Deontay is saying also. He may be just trying to target another, I guess maybe a different side of the red pill audience or something. I don't know, because
I think he's going. I think he wants. Well, red pill to me, I've always said that a lot of red pill ideology is in that hardcore Trump ideology too. It's very similar. It's just it looks like it's different, just like because there are black red pill men, but if you notice a lot of black red pill men, they have no problem going to the other side. They have no problem doing it.
Right.
In fact, they think they flexing when they say, "Oh yeah, I'm a Trump supporter." Perfect example is Fresh and Fit.
You can look at how Corey's looking right here. This is where the conversation went bad. Everything else is from
it ain't bad yet.
Downhill from there. There's one thing you learn. You learn this in man discourse. Is you never mention or invite somebody to your private area. And you damn sure don't say somebody is sucking that. But like I said, this is something I see in show business a lot. I'll give Anton this. Though he went out there with everything, he most likely was nervous.
No, that's beyond nervous. I'm sorry. He's trying to save a little bit for Anton. Let me move it forward.
Because
no, there was no excuse for that.
People off the top of the head, that comes up in this conversation as well. Oh, we got a lot to get into.
The easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me tell you something, homie.
I don't tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
You're doing
that.
it right now.
He said, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That is part of the problem. Like, and that's what I'm saying. In certain conversations, you can't talk like that. Corey is a man.
And kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from the
Two of Red Pill's best men.
Yo,
ladies, they are so much in control.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, but I gotta tell you though, DJ. I mean, I'm sure you've been in situations before where somebody says some off the wall shit to you.
Right.
I mean,
all the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like in your face in person, you got the audacity to say like you testing somebody. Whoever the dude is talking, the narrator dude, he right. You testing the dude's manhood at that point, because you gonna publicly in my face in front of everybody say, well, what you think my response is supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. And really, what Anton really did there is he knew that he was caught and pinned in the corner because he didn't want to answer the question about the white man, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he figured, okay, so I'm gonna say something so fucked up to this dude that it's gonna change the whole conversation's tone to where we're not even we're gonna look past the message and the point of the conversation. And they did. Look, it worked. This is what Anton wanted to happen. He wanted Corey to lose his mind and forget about what they was talking about and just concentrate on the fact you just told me I'm a grown ass man that I've sucked dick like. And that now Anton trying to be like, nigga, this I'm from Detroit. Yeah, this way Anton wanted.
Gaslighting 101.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's funny because Anton is the one that's sucking white dudes' dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, DJ, for all this D word I'm saying, but you know what I mean.
Basically that's why he did it, because he didn't want it. He was pinned in a corner
with
that notion, and basically what he did is that he got outrageous to get because it looked like to me Holcomb was going to win. It was a win. The only thing he had left, that Antron had left, was to piss Holcomb enough off that maybe, just maybe, he can piss him off enough that they get off of that subject. Because Holcomb nailed him. He is cognizant of white men watching this show. Let me spin a little bit more here.
Detroit, say I suck a dick again. I'm right here, right now. All right, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna respect you. Dance around it. Dance around it. No. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I.
Hey, he said, I'm gonna respect you. Hey, DJ, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna take a crap in the middle of your living room, and then I'm gonna pick it up and throw it at you. And then I'm like, DJ, I'm gonna respect you because it's your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like,
well, I don't like violence or nothing, but look like both of them piping down to me. Both of them acting like punks at this point, cause they trying to, and maybe they're trying to save the platform. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to bring it down. But it seemed like to me, both of y'all piping down at this point, because y'all see how it looks to the public, and it's not giving the effect that you thought it was going to give. And I don't know if Corey trying to save himself or Anton trying to save himself, but watch how it go down at the end. And you guys would probably draw the same conclusion, because in my opinion, I think somebody should have just, I don't know. I won't promote violence, but I think somebody's teeth should have been on the floor. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's to the. I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's that close to me. If it's kind of like I have mixed feelings. I'm wondering, is this staged or what? But it doesn't feel staged, and because to me it's like, I'm very guarded. I'm like, wait a minute, okay, you guys are just, because this is I hate to say it, but it's a perfect example for me, because if somebody says, oh yeah, red pill is the way to go, red pill, the men are all respectable and stuff, all I need to do is show this clip. and I'm done for the day, So I see it like that, but at the same time, it's still embarrassing because they're black men and I'm black men. And
but look how close they are to each other, though. I mean, if somebody get up in your face like that, DJ, what are you gonna do? Because you're all up in my personal space at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying a little bit ago. It's like, I think it's easy for us to just, it's like watching a replay of a football play after it happened. We watching it in slow motion, breaking down every little thing, saying what the dude should have did, shouldn't have did. When you in the actual heat of the play in real time, and somebody in your face like that, like the reactions are instantaneous. Corey couldn't believe this dude said that. He jumped up. But I think that the reason why they calming down, I don't know how calm you're talking about they're going to get.
We don't know if they calmed down yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I can see how, because even how Anton trying to say, I'm going to respect your platform, it's because both of them have something to lose. We just got done talking about defamations and lawsuits from Cardi B hit somebody. and like you can get sued for everything. These people got sponsorships, especially 5150. Like they don't got time for all of that to be taken away over a heated conversation. Now, when this show is over, that's a different story. You know, it's like Will Smith. He should have just slapped the shit out of Chris Rock after. You know what I'm saying? The show or backstage.
Can I push back on that a little bit?
Oh, yes.
Deontay.
Yeah.
And that's all true and great what you're saying. And I wholeheartedly agree with you. But why make Darlene get up? Why you didn't keep your butt on the other side where you were at?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I believe
you're concerned about your money. You don't want this to go any further. Why get all up in his personal space like that?
I think that's that instant reaction, like during the heat. Because I mean, I done got taken out of my mind before a few times in my life where it wasn't until after like when you in the. I mean, we all done been heated before. I mean, I don't know how far anybody done took it, but it's like, trust me, when you get in a situation like that, you stop thinking about everything. You don't care about what's going on, who there, what you got on the line. You just tunnel vision toward this motherfucker in front of you, you know?
And I understand that, but I'm saying if Corey wanted to protect his brand, why get up in Anton's face? Why not keep your distance like you were so that it won't get to the point to where, you know, somebody's teeth may be on the floor? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, no,
because
that's what I'm saying.
It's like it's a facade, like, I'll get up in your face, nigga. I'll get you, you know, like, nigga, you don't know who I am. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
like
what you're
fake
saying.
outrage to me.
No, it's you know, and I don't really get into Fat Joe like this, but he once had a quote where he said, and this is, he said that telling somebody, a man telling another man to suck his dick or anything in that type of, you know, area, like it's such a immediate insult, like to your mind, you almost just like lose control because it's like we done all been in heated debates. I was saying we done all been in heated debates before, like even on this platform, but none of us has ever hard off and said something crazy, crazy like that. Like me and DJ don't always agree, but I ain't never been like, oh, DJ never like, you know what, Deontay, you just sucking the dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that ever happened, I don't know. I'd be like, huh? My mind would just reboot for a second. I'll start tripping.
But
So,
but Corey don't know how to effectively debate either, though.
Right. Yeah, but he didn't
just
say
know
that
how to
to
roast.
Anton, no.
He just know how to roast, but he don't know how to effectively
yeah,
communicate.
But see, that's the thing. You bring up a good point because if I was Corey and had his skill set, right? Wouldn't you just roast dude and call it a day?
From the other end of the table.
Right. From the other end of the table. Absolutely. In fact, not only from the other end of the table, but calmly. That's why I'm like saying it's like these are manospheres. These are manosphere titans right here. If manosphere ever had titans, these are like the men that a lot of younger and other men respect. I have no ounce of respect for either one, but they do have that respect. To see them doing this and getting out of control is really, truly a lesson for everyone. It's a lesson for manosphere men, showing you this is what your leaders do. You know, is this what you're being taught? Is a lack of control? You know, is Cynthia G right? Is there no impulse control whatsoever? Is this the way that things get resolved? Is this the way you're supposed to act like in somebody else's house or studio? There's a lot of lessons to be learned here. And I just hope everybody takes it in because, you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bad look. Even though I'm on the other side of the table when it comes to this misogyny game. I'm on the other side, but I'm still embarrassed that their skin color is the same color as mine, and they have the audacity to act this much like fools even if, and it would be worse, believe it or not, if this was a skit. But if it's not a skit, it's horrible. It's all and Anton. What's funny is this: is that what are you doing, Anton? These white people don't care that you're cheering for them. They really don't. If anything, you should have shown some more restraint with and not bring up the DICK thing, which to me tells me what his game is. By him doing that, what Antron told me by making that statement about the D is that he's willing to give up his whole mystique of being a Black community leader to be the toadstool of a Caucasian man.
Yeah, it's no coming back from that.
But on the flip side, is this any way to treat your guest?
No, but
because it's your guest. I mean, even if your guests say something outrageous, should you be able to? I mean, Corey's been on YouTube for a minute. What, 10 years now? 13, something like that. So shouldn't he be able to control his emotions no matter what people say? Shouldn't he have encountered enough people to where he didn't have to even get up in this man's face? I don't care what this man said to him. He should be able to diffuse that, deflect that, roast him, and keep it moving and go on to the next subject. Because now, you know, maybe Deontay may get a big old podcast. Maybe DJ Torch podcast may blow up. Would you want to go on Corey's show if he's going to get up in your face like this? Because now it's intimidation, in my opinion.
No, but see, you got to also factor in, though, like he was triggered by a man saying this to him right in front of him. He was only 5 feet away. What's her name was in between them.
Right.
Anton, you listen. You can't do that. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, a man cannot say. I bet you nobody's ever came on his show and said that. Of all the arguments they got into,
I think this is what I said. What I said is saying is that at least for me, what I see, I said side is this: is I understand what you're saying, Deontay. It's like sometimes somebody says or does something that just makes you go into battle mode. But the problem is that that's where your character is supposed to show. That's where you're supposed to, don't get me wrong, you're not supposed to go high or whatever. You don't have to do that. But you should be intelligent enough, or at least enough control of your soul to the point. And I understand, because there's a lot of dead Black men because they didn't control their temper. You should be able to have control to, especially Holcomb, Mr. Roast 'em up, Mr. Toast 'em up, and everybody wants to think that he's smart and everything. But the time to show your intelligence and your superiority in your intelligence is in a situation right there. I'll tell you what, I have done comedy shows with famous comedians, like with famous comedians. And what Anton was doing was regular heckler crap.
No,
and let me keep going. And a professional comedian, I know he's in a situation because he's really not in his home. He's in some venue owner's home. But the good ones, oh man, they have that comeback that comes out of nowhere. And everybody in the place is just cracking up hard. That's what Corey needed right then, was when he said, "Oh, you so." Corey should have came back with something. I don't have anything off the top of my head, but I'm not a comedian. Corey was paid to be a comedian. Part of being a comedian, and all comedians will tell you this, is hecklers. And hecklers can get really, really nasty. Anton Daniels nasty. Corey had the opportunity to win subscribers by coming back at him 5 feet away in his own seat with a smooth comeback.
Like, my mouth is full because I love black people, and if that's what you want to call it, then hey, fill me up, buddy.
No, that would have been a bad one. But I'm gonna tell you though, look, it's a different context though, DJ. It's a different when you're on stage doing your job, people heckling you. This was a conversation that were happening that turned into a debate. It was one-on-one. Corey didn't have a comeback because he wasn't in a comedy show. He was debating something about the community. Like you said, it was turning political. And Anton did not say that to him as a joke. He said that to him in an egregious way to try to get him off of. Huh?
I'm telling you, hecklers are serious. They're
No,
not.
but I'm saying that this is not a setting for hecklers, though. He's not at a.
No matter what, he should be able to control himself, Antoine. I mean,
And
Deontay.
Anton.
Both of them should have been able to control themselves. But what
Well,
I'm saying
that's
is,
what I'm saying is that
escalated it. He escalated it when he went down there and got in that man's face, Deontay.
No, I think I agree that he got up and got in his face and he shouldn't have did it. But like I said, this is one of those. It's one of those situations where you, like I said, you can't say that. And I guarantee you, we could poll every man out here. Like most of them will agree. Like you can't say that. Whether they respond, what their response is the same as Corey's or not. Nobody's going to sit there and just take that. They're not going to come back with a joke because that wasn't joke worthy.
I will definitely say this, Deontay. Usually, a lot of men have been put in the ground after getting the type of response that Antron gave Corey. A lot of men. I will guarantee you. In fact, Deontay, I'll go as far as saying that's probably one of the primary reasons why a lot of men in our community are put in the ground. Do not insult a man like that, if you know what I mean. Like to bring you to the stage, Heathen Queen.
And even, not to be political again, but even with the ICE agents, those white guys are telling ICE to suck their
right.
They're telling them that. And those white men and those ICE agents are just looking at them. And yeah, they are getting triggered after a certain amount of time. But saying that to someone in today's time is like kiss my butt. Because it's said so often, it's not that provocative. And for me, for Corey to get this upset, I'm gonna leave it right there.
All right. So let's bring to the stage Heathen Queen.
Hey everybody, panel and DJ Torch.
Hey Queen.
How you doing, Heathen?
Hey. How are you all going over this Corey and Anton thing? I just found out about it today, so I was not even aware. So I don't listen to a lot of the internet stuff, but I wasn't even aware that this had come about. But I had watched a little bit of it, and you had to, when they got together, you had to think, why would these two people try to get together? Because they both have such big egos, right? And to me, Anton is fake anyway, so it is what it is on that part. And Corey is just a caveman. So it was not going to be a good thing from the beginning, because Anton studied Corey, but Corey didn't study Anton. And you would think that he's coming on your show, you would study the guest and know the guest, but he only knew talking points from Anton. And Anton is so polished with everything that he says. You have to get up early in the morning to get to get one over on Anton, because he's used to being squirrely with his with getting around people. And so Anton knew exactly what to say. how to do, what to do, and he performed. That was what it was. It was a performance. And people don't get that. He performs. That's what he does. Anton does.
Let me play a little bit more. I want to see what happens.
Out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're
good.
not bossing up on me.
Yo, I did already. I don't do dick
We can
sucking
put the
shit.
microphone right down right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
got
You
a
running
question
your
for
mouth.
Anton. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time.
I disagree with that. I definitely disagree with that. I don't think this is for the internet. That line, you suck the dick of black people, is always going to be a trigger for somebody like Corey Holcomb. You got to know that. That's a.
Yeah, I think that's what Deontay. That's your point, correct?
Yeah, but I think it's not just for Corey. I think it's for a lot of people if they're told that. Yeah, and it's not just for black men. I mean, if you told that in this context, you know, like
genitals is a sensitive subject.
Yeah, and you just weren't prepared for nothing like that because, okay, yeah, the debate got heated, okay, and Corey did say you kissed the white man's ass, and he did say that because he was frustrated because Anton decided to not answer the question because he do kiss white people's ass. But for Anton to take it to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he went too far. Let me keep going. Here we go.
Awareness. That's being around people. That's being in the lion's den. You got to know that's going to be a trigger. If you don't know that, you know, let this be your lesson.
Yo, we good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
Put the microphone right down right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth. You running your mouth.
I don't do
you
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking
for the
shit.
UK out there in the chat. So these are your accomplished brothers right here. Are you proud of them or not? Let me know. I mean, this seems like something that, you know, this is not a good look. This is not a good look, bro. You know, and you know me, I'm on the other side. This ain't a good look for me either. It's just black men out here. But I'm telling you one thing, I'm eating it up because, you know, my simp ass, I'm eating this shit up. I'm just going to tell you that right now, UK. UK says this, DJ Torch, both of them are not talentless. Corey Holcomb is a very talented comedian. You mean, I don't know. When was last time he was on tour? You know, when was last time, you know, he was on tour with, you know, famous comedians? When was last time he was a star in a movie, in a comedy, or any movie? Shoot, any movie. And Anton Daniels, successful businessman. Do you remember when, who was it? Pocket Watchers did that documentary on Mr. Anton Daniels. And he said about Mr. Anton Daniels. He brought out some receipts on Mr. Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels said he never, you know, buys stuff on credit. Pocket Watcher bring up his credit report. Guess what's on it? Credit. Anton Daniels talk about being super rich, but can't buy no front row seats for a basketball game. So I ain't trying to get, you know, overly, but I'm just trying to let you know that these men may not be who you think they are. Here we go.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold
By the way, I
on.
was doing that for the internet.
If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm gonna extend the same
You didn't let it ride. You said that dick thing, bro.
respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how it
call this nigga out his name.
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud.
I mean, these guys, I mean, this is Red Pill 101, y'all. Red Pill 101. You know I'm having fun.
Getting loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
This
is my show.
He said, don't get close to me. Why are you so close to me? It's a face-to-face debate that's gotten this thing. But this is normal. Like I said,
And it's not even a debate. You can't even, it's not a debate. What are they debating over?
So that's the point. Anton took it away. Like, what they were debating about, Anton was losing, and he probably feel real dumb because he was losing to Corey Holcomb, who's not known as being some kind of, genius or thought person. But his comeback, so his idea was to take this all the way off the wall, trigger him like he know most men would be triggered by saying that to his face, like, oh yeah, you suck, like, but even beyond saying that he sucked dick, it's about what he said about who he was doing it to. Like, that's something you can't come back from, because anybody, that's easily translated to Anton is saying that he don't give a fuck about black people or the whole black community. Because he thinks that somebody who's so-called sucking them off or dick riding them or whatever you want to call it, like that's a bad thing, like that you care about your people so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Mm-hmm. So who do you have then, Anton? You gonna end up like fucking Tiger Woods and O.J. Simpson when the shit hit the fan and you done rejected all black people, and now you ain't got nobody left because the whites done rejected you too. That's a lonely spot to be in. And that's what's gonna happen to him if you keep going down this road.
Let me play some more. Here we go.
All the time.
Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
Shit. You're not gonna
come at me with. See, I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go all back right now.
Fuck I am.
We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go all back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey,
no, it's just not respect.
I ain't
Sorry about the equipment.
Dolly, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas.
Black
hey,
women
you see that right there though?
Black
DJ?
women need to be held accountable. You see how funny that is? These dudes are doing all this shit, right? And then the tomorrow they'll turn around, do a show, and be like, "Black women need to be held accountable." Shout out to Pretty Black Misha in the house. But that's the only point I need to make. I mean, y'all chop it up. Y'all chop it up.
I was just going to say, did you see when she came over and whispered something in DJ in Corey's ear? She came over and said something to him, and he looked back at her and said, "I don't give a fuck about." He said, "I got the money" or whatever it was. I think now DJ, I'm already telling you, you be super assuming, so I'm about to super assume right now, and I'm assuming that she probably told him something like, if this keep going, if you fight this dude or attack him, especially if you attack him first, no matter what he said to you, he can sue you. And he'll have the evidence of it because most likely he's about to be on camera. And this is America, baby. He'll take all your shit from you. You know what I'm saying?
Or the advertisers will pull back.
Yeah, everything. And that's not worth it at the end of the day because some super coon that came on your show and disrespected you. Anton has done more damage to himself on this one than Corey could have did by knocking his teeth out.
You think he actually did damage to himself?
Yeah, because anybody who was on the fence about him and didn't know where he really was with the black community, he let it be known right there. If you tell another black man and you a black man, you tell another black man, and he's sucking D of the black community, basically saying you being too positive about them, you championing them too much, you care about them too much, you talk about them too much, and as if you want them to do better. Then, and he didn't say black women, he said the whole community. So this ain't about a sexist thing either. He's saying all black people. Either like, it's like that's super cool one-on-one.
Yeah, but there's a bigger picture that you ain't addressing. It wasn't about. It had nothing to do with him calling him a meat rider. Had nothing to do with him calling him a meat rider or a meat sucker. Anton came there with an agenda. Anton came there to win. Anton came there to gain subscribers. Anton was shooting a rock at the monster. He shot the rock at the monster and he hit him. Corey is a bigger known reach. If I'm a content creator on YouTube and I shoot a star or I hit a star in the eye, everybody gonna hear about this little man who shot this star in the eye. So Anton came up there to shoot him in the eye, and that's exactly what he did. He called him a meat rider, a meat sucker, got him all out of pocket, got him all hyped up on his show. He was the winner in this whole scenario. Anton was. Corey came out of his whole body, threatened the man physically. Anton, it seemed, appeared cool, calm, collected, insulted him once, called him a meat rider, calmed everything down, then turned around and insulted him again. And the man still didn't do anything about it. Anton got up, walked off the show. He didn't get kicked off. Anton won this whole tangle because Anton got everything he came there to get, and Corey got nothing. Corey just got called a meat rider, and he got disrespected because he said you fake off camera as opposed to being on camera, and you didn't throw this man who was disrespecting you off camera when you talked tough. You was in his face. You didn't throw him out. He got up and walked out. You didn't throw him out. Anton won everything on here. This is exactly what Anton came to do, and he won. Corey was the loser here because Corey was the bigger star. Corey should have controlled his show. But see, Corey didn't study Anton, because if he would have studied Anton, he would have known Anton was going to be calm, cool, collected, and threatened Anton wouldn't have did nothing, because Anton had been threatened before, and he did the same thing. I don't care about this. Let's go outside. And sure enough, as soon as Anton said that to anybody who was threatening him, that person backs down, and Anton wins. So Anton got the best of him all the way. Has nothing to do with him calling him a meat sucker. Has nothing to do with that. That's just incidental. He knew Corey was going to jump at that. He knows Corey is nothing but a caveman. And what is a caveman going to do? If I throw a shiny object in the corner of the room, that caveman is going to run towards it. Anton threw that shiny object in the corner, calling him a meat rider, calling him a meat sucker. And sure enough, Corey ran over there to that corner, tried to pick it up. And when he did, Anton hit him in the head with all the disrespect. And it just is what it is. This is the way I perceived it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't know. I can't stand Anton, but Anton won. Anton, at no point was Anton losing, because he came there to do something, and that's what he got done. That's the way I look at it.
You don't think he was losing at any time during this whole conversation they had?
Absolutely.
And he didn't back down. He told him to come on, let's go outside.
Mm-hmm. And now
he invited him outside, and Corby Corby the one who was backing down.
He at no point was Anton out of control, because he delivered. And I know, as a man, as a woman, when a man say meat right, suck my meat, that's fighting words. You think Anton don't know his fighting words? Of course he knows. Of course he knows.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's why he said it, and that's why he said it.
That's what I'm saying. He knew what he was doing, but it's not just about saying he was gonna suck any old. It's about whose he said he was doing it to. He said the black communities.
Don't have nothing to do with that.
It definitely has something to do with it, because he was trying to tell Corey that basically you are trying to defend the Black community, and I'm trying to tell you that I'm against them, because I wouldn't even answer your question when you asked me, what did I ever say anything negative about a white man? He literally said, I'm not gonna go there with you on that. Then he said slow. He said slow it down.
He was
Then
trying to
he
get a
went
reaction
immediately.
out of him, Deontay. He did exactly what he came to do. He wanted to get a reaction, and he got one. So that's all Queen is saying. You know,
You have to
Corey should
realize
have
that-
studied him and knew that he was gonna, be that provoking and try to provoke him to try to steal, to be the star of the show.
Yep.
Because I understand what you're saying, what he's saying about the Black community, but at this point, that's irrelevant. People probably don't even forgot about what he said because now everybody focused on this fight. Everybody focused on
Exactly. You know
who
what?
teeth are gonna be on the floor.
Right. Nobody cares about nobody cares about Anton and the Black community. Nobody care about any of that. They care about the fact that he called him a meat sucker, and then Corey lost control and wanted to fight him. They don't care about that. They don't care about why he said meat sucker. They don't care about that. So that's incidental. All of that's incident, all that don't mean nothing. Anton made him lose control on his own show. That's what
I think that
and brought him out of character.
Yeah, I just want to say two things about it, because I think we just all agree to disagree about it. First thing is, we'll see over the next week or so, what everybody says about it, at least on the internet collectively. Because what I saw is everybody was tripping about Anton, and now I see why. But the second thing is, this is the problem that we have. One of the big problems we have. We focus so much on the drama, and I'm talking about all of us as a community, like that we can't even see the actual context and real content of something and substance, because the drama takes over everything. And y'all right. Like, y'all right. I do think it's going to be a lot of people who are going to watch this, and they not going to care about nothing that happened before. All they're going to care about is the meat suck part, not who's he meet, the fight, the who back down and who this. It's dumb as hell. Like, actually, at the end. And if you want to say Anton won, then that's the part that he won. He won showing that Negroes is ignorant as hell, because all they gonna focus on is this ignorant drama that I'm about to start, because I don't want to answer the question, because I know I kiss white dudes' asses. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what here we go.
Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
If you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
long as you
we can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not,
because that ain't
you not that tough.
Okay, and this is where it cuts out for a second. I want they're a little late to cut out the show if they didn't want to show that part.
Wow, okay.
But they're gonna pick it back up.
Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure.
And that's the bottom line. Now, I will admit, people will Monday morning quarterback this, but that is the core issue here. Are you going to continue in talking about that particular topic? And I think they've straightened that out right now, that is a tripwire. That is something that is going to take this conversation.
Again, my take off of this is that these are the same men that try to tell women what to do, that shame women daily and tell them what to do, and how that Black women are emotional. That's the first thing that comes out of these guys' mouth. And look at them. I mean, this is just, it just shows you the real deal. It just shows you everything these men are about is completely false.
Somewhere else.
I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So question, given that Black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people. How
And
did we
what,
become
today's
Christians?
time or
No, sir.
historically?
Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use
What
money.
people? You just said you did. See, and that's why Anton Daniels, I call him Antron Daniels, and UK. That's why I have no respect for your friend, because first he's telling Corey that he sucks the D of the black community, and then now he wants to say, or you can use the internet to effectively communicate with the community. Unless he's white now. If Antron wants to be white, he can be white. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen somebody sell out that hard. I remember the baseball player. What was his name? Man, he was a legend. Well, anyway, what was his name?
It wasn't Sosa, was it? No.
Sosa, yeah.
Okay.
He wanted to be white so bad.
Yeah,
he
that's
turned
him.
himself white. So maybe, the thing is that what it shows me is this. If there's anything we learned today, is that if these are the reasonable minds in the black manosphere, then the primary concern I have is whether we can get their constituents, because they sure can't help anybody if they are like this, to get psychological help. Because there's no other way to really, there's no other outcome you can take from this. Yes, we went back and forth, and Deontay made great arguments. The ladies made excellent arguments back and forth. But the bottom line is this: if black men, if we're doing this all day, every day, and unfortunately we are, statistically, then we're not getting shit. That's how I see it. So the really, quite honestly, I hope this is another reboot for the manosphere, and they realize and understand that that black women are the furthest problem they have right now. You can complain about weaves, you can complain about twerking, you can complain about, hair, you can complain about wigs, you can complain about lashes. The bottom line is this: is I tell you one thing, you're not going to see too many black women going off like this on national TV. And this, I guess you could say, is national TV. I mean, they set us back, whether we are liberal black men or conservative black men, which they're not, by the way. Conservative black men, I'll go into that in a minute, but they have embarrassed all of us. There's no coming back from this. As far as Anton pretending to be conservative, I almost said criminal, conservative people don't behave like he does. They don't tell people to suck whole communities D. Now, they don't support passport bros, because conservatives, real ones, they don't do that. Because flying to another country for prostitutes is not seen as a traditional thing. Now, it might be traditional for certain types of men, but it's not known as what they call traditional. So basically, if anything, this is another example of black manosphere men exposing each other. I'm here for it. I don't mind. In fact, I might make a video about this. But anyway, go ahead. You guys can chop it up.
I agree with you. Antoine, if you want to be used in that way, if you want to do some cooning and you want to be Uncle Tommen, they don't want you to be blatant about it. Okay. They want you to do it in a certain way. And it's etiquette to these levels. It's etiquette and it's levels to this. And, you know, they want you to persuade people slowly but surely, indoctrinate them in a certain way where it doesn't look like you're doing what you're doing. Shout out to Candace Owens. Okay. So, why don't you study the playbook of Candace Owens so that you can know how to indoctrinate the people that you're trying to indoctrinate? Because this ain't it, buddy. This is not it at all. The gaslighting, because see, now you look like a scary black man to them. Okay, because you know we're already scary to them already. Thank God you're not 6 feet, because you didn't look like you were 6 feet to me. But thank God you're not 6 feet and you weigh 250, 260, because you definitely would have scared them. Okay. So yeah. So it's a certain way, and it's a certain way that you have to move in order to maneuver through their world. And I suggest you study the playbook. Corey, next time you get your guest, like Queen say, do your homework, bro.
Very much so. Well, everybody, I think that's it. If anybody has anything else to talk about, but yeah, hey, look, it would, y'all, excellent commentary as usual. Thank you, Heathen Queen, for coming through. Hey, look, this is how I said, I think we need to have like a segment at the end. We'll just do a political segment at the end, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, really politics is a part of the community. And I do a lot of community stuff, as you notice. So it's hard to really, what would you say, partition it, if you know what I mean. So, because I want you all to rock at the end. So, this is, I don't know. I think I said what I said, and Deontay, you guys made some great, excellent points. We don't know. I think Deontay's point about, I don't know how people are going to see Anton, because he was supposed to be the community guy. He was supposed to be the community guy. Now he talked shit about the community, but he was still gaslighting everybody into believing that he was for the black community. He kind of, if anything that Corey succeeded in, is exposing that part of it, because all Anton's FBA buddies, you better listen closely. You better play this video over again a couple times. You better check it out, because that was ugly. That was, Deontay said, I don't see how he comes back from that. Anyway. Let me play.
Money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people.
Corey ain't doing too much talking right about now.
Corey's still upset.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I definitely, I'm glad they could cool down.
And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person. And that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
The teachings of Jesus.
And I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Let me pause right there. He's trying to save face, but Alexander says, DJ Torch, I feel embarrassed to be a black man right now because of the red pill manosphere, because in the general community where there's different races of people, they don't know the difference between us. They don't know that we're disgusted by this kind of behavior. And then UK says Anton Daniels has estimated net worth of $4 million. Unfortunately, UK, the problem with net worth calculations is basically it calculates money weird. Let's just put it that way. First of all, second of all, I've seen broke rappers have a net worth of $7 million. In fact, the game is broke. Let's see how much the game is worth now. The game net worth. Yeah, right now it says the game net worth. The game's net worth, and I'll show you for proof. Boom, there it is $20 million. But he went to court. He went to court and said he's broke because that's why the woman got his house sold. The 7, for the assault. So he ain't got, he's up here looking like on the internet, looking like he has $10 to $20 million, and some people might.
And if you got that information from Google, you can put what you want to in Google. And also, let me take you guys back to 2008. Okay. Remember all these banks and they net worth and they 24 and 100 millions of net worth. Net worth don't mean anything if you don't have no liquid assets. It's all about the liquid, baby. Okay. Because the liquid is what you actually can spend. The liquid is what you actually have on hand. So yeah, you can have assets that total out to be $4 million as far as businesses and houses and cars or whatever material things you have. But if you ain't got them Benjamins in your hand, it don't mean nothing.
Thank you. Thank you. And UK says Kamala Harris blamed the manosphere and Red Pill for her loss. Hey, I blame the manosphere and the Red Pill for a lot of things, and that's just one of them. The manosphere and the Red Pill, in my opinion, UK, have destroyed our community. It's the same ideology of pimp ideology mixed in with some hustler ideology, mixed in with some let's call it what do they call it? PDFology. Think about it, UK. Kevin Samuels was running around saying that a 30-year-old woman was basically hitting the wall, or back in the day they call it over the hill. So if a 30-year-old woman is over the hill to a 40-year-old or 50-year-old man, right? And we know Kevin dated young, by the way. Then they're getting caught. These same Red Pill dudes. Don't forget the Passport Bros are Red Pill AF, and they're getting caught with children. So now you kind of see, because remember the Passport Bros got their vibe from Red Pill. They just took it to one extra mile, we can say, by traveling abroad. And now we're finding out that the only thing they think about is box. That's for true. And then preferably extremely young women. In fact, they're not even women, they're girls. So right now, the Red Pill winter is coming, folks. Winter's coming. Y'all used to say that to black women, but it's coming for black men right now. And y'all got some thinking to do. You just saw on screen right now 2 of your finest acting an absolute fool online. Please do not go to your channels and start saying something like black women need to control themselves, or, oh, okay, Deontay, I check you out. Or something like black women need to be held accountable. Are you going to hold these men accountable? I'm going to wait and see. Are you going to hold these men accountable for embarrassing all of us? We will see. I said what I said. What are your thoughts?
I'm just wondering, are we gonna lose a whole generation to bullshit?
Good point. Good.
That's what I'm thinking. Why are we losing a whole generation of men And since when being a man wasn't being a man,
Right.
you know? And so I'm okay with the new way of life, the new style of life, the younger people. I just don't like the direction that it's going, because you're not producing any kid. You're producing a lot of kids, but you're not producing families. Everybody a entrepreneur, quote unquote. Everybody, hate women for whatever reason, and that's really weird to me. That's the weirdest part, is that the men hate the women. And so all I can say is my have times have changed, and I really want us to get back to family values. And I feel like a lot of these people had a great upbringing. And so let's just go back to basics, and go back and get the training that your parents taught you. And I think you'll be successful in life, instead of just sitting here fighting over nothing, pounding your chest, trying to be a man, and really don't even know the definition of really being a man. Tap into your grandfather and your uncles. Maybe that'll help out. I don't know, DJ. I don't know what the answer is.
Hey, what you just suggested are excellent. It would be a start. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It would be a start. We have to do something, because the way that we going, it's not working.
Right.
It don't look good, and it's not a good look, and it's not working for us at all.
Right.
So, but thank you for letting me come on the panel tonight.
Hey, thank you for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check out I Said What I Said, and that's an underscore before the last I. After that last I. Check out her channel. Amazing political content. Amazing community content. Please check her out. And I might as well answer these last few things.
Okay.
UK says Floyd Wallace is not a passport brother. Floyd, UK, I hate to break this to you, but if you don't know, I know about the passport bro community. Not only is Floyd a passport bro, but he is one of the founders of it. Him and Austin, who is also a passport bro, who also claims not to be a passport bro, used to be bosom buddies. That's old school. Look it up. I'm sorry, UK. I would have to call you incorrect for that statement. Floyd Wallace is not only a passport bro, he is the epitome and one of the founders of the passport bros. Henry says these men love Elon Musk, SEX robots. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Just UK, look, I would have agreed with you if he wasn't, but he is one of the epitome of the passport bros. The black community in UK, Europe, and USA were all broken, so you can't blame Red Pill and Black Manosphere. Yeah, we could. I mean, the thing is that I think what you're saying is that the manosphere maybe have not been around as long. That's not the thing. The manosphere, basically, we are seeing men with manosphere-ish type ideologies getting together. The manosphere is enhancing that cancer. And what's going on is basically every man who has an emotional issue gets drawn into the manosphere by men who have emotional issues. We see this prevalent with Corey and Antron, and we see it prevalent with Austin and his great pal Floyd. Yes, they are great pals. Close pals, by the way. Okay? So I know it's winter for the red pill, but the best thing to do is to take these events as a learning experience to know that red pill doesn't work. It works for manipulators if you want to manipulate people, or if you want to hurt people, the red pill is excellent for that. If you want to become a manipulator and hurt people, these are the men right here. These are the men that'll do it for you. They will make it happen for you. But if you want to be really a happy person or a cool person or a loving person, you're in the wrong place. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead, hit the beat, shout out to all the panelists. We're looking at Heathen Queen, looking at Deontay, and of course, I said what I said. Thank you for your intelligent words online. This is DJ Torch. Here's the mix. Here we go. From Ghost.
And friends, it's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Round and around and around, yeah. When love goes
Shout out to UK. Henry Mars. Alexander. Pretty Black Misha. Miss RV. Miss Alta. Lady Rindy.
and friends, it's about to go down.
Cyber Dreams.
It's about to go down. Yeah.
Deontay, thank you for the $5 super chat. Henry Mars, thank you for your $5 super chat. Shout out to Keep Lamps Full. Break it down. Shout out to New Dawn for you. Tevin, the lifestyle guy. I'd also like to take this time to shout out to the Replay Gang. Everyone, have a good night.
DJ Torch and friends, round and round and round it goes, love goes around.